It's the Bob and Tom Show. Cut that pumpkin face. The family fun activity we all embrace. When the leaves are leaving and the moon's blood red, I got to stab me some pumpkin head. The blade's as sharp as it can be to perform a pumpkin headectomy. Pull the lid and the seeds, they cake it. I don't think the patient's gonna make it. Cut that pumpkin face. The family fun activity we all embrace. When the leaves are leaving and the moon's blood red, got to stab me some pumpkin head. Cleaning a pumpkin ain't no fun. It's one of those things that must be done. Like checking a bull for prostate knots. You just roll up your sleeve and take off your watch. You cut that pumpkin face. The family fun activity we all embrace. When the leaves are leaving and the moon's blood red, I got to stab me some pumpkin head. Ooh, puncture you a nostril. Ooh, pierce me an eyeball. Ooh, slash you an ear hole. Stab me a pie hole. Well, cut that smile any way you want to. The teeth are plea for orthodonture. The mouth's cut last after the pumpkin's clean. That way you don't hear the pumpkin scream. Oh, cut that pumpkin face. The family fun activity we all embrace. When the leaves are leaving and the moon's blood red, I got to stab me some pumpkin head. Got to stab me some pumpkin head.
Haywood Banks, one of my favorite Halloween songs.
Oh, Pumpkinhead, scary.
Stabbins and Pumpkinhead. Hey, welcome. It's the Bob and Tom Show. There's Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, chick.
He's in the performance room. There's Josh Arnold.
Chick.
He's at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair. There's Ace Cosby.
Hey.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold. Hello, Tom.
Chick.
How the heck are you?
Great. Looking forward to Halloween. Already been to
I'm freezing.
kids' parties. Check local listings.
Aren't
maybe
you
chili
freezing?
room.
I don't know if it's a change of. I'm just a Midwest boy, I guess.
I'm with you. Can't warm up this morning.
Can't warm up this morning.
A lot of snow in Colorado. I'm very excited.
Yeah. Well, that's the problem is that they're saying the Chiefs lost to the Broncos yesterday because Taylor Swift was not there, and there was supposed to be
dating.
there's supposed to be a big snowstorm,
Oh,
and it's all Taylor's fault that she wasn't there to cheer the Chiefs on to beat the Broncos.
You know who I heard that from?
Who?
My 10-year-old daughter explained that to me yesterday.
Sure.
She won't be there until what? Sometime in December because she's on tour
I
again.
think she's in South America or
Yeah.
something. I forget what it
Well,
was.
good luck, Chiefs.
Well, that explains why.
All I know is we had new Taylor vinyl at my house.
oh,
vinyl.
all right.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the re-release of 1989?
God knows what it is. Taylor's got
$250,000.
different color packaging. Who knows? It's
That's what
it's
it is.
an industry at this point. Well, congratulations. And the girls went to see the movie again. So it's raking it in.
That fell out of number one, I guess.
Yeah.
I saw that.
Oh, yeah. It's still at 130
But it's like number two or something.
It beat Martin Scorsese, so not bad.
Well,
there's
I think to say
bigger audience.
that might be a totally different audience.
Yeah.
Might be an overstatement. Yeah.
This is a serious story of the Osage.
Yes.
Maybe a little different. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we have a lot of interesting stuff coming up today. I'm very excited. Of course, we have that Ace Cosby joke of the day. Anybody? Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, hear that? Boy, they're clamoring for it.
We've only got a couple more Halloween jokes.
Lost for words.
Then it'll be on to Thanksgiving jokes, I'm assuming.
I got to work on that.
Okay. Oh.
Oh.
Well, Mr. Comedy, you might have to put pen to paper.
Okay. Coming up in sports?
We got an NFL weekend of action. We got Game 3 of the World Series tonight. We got the NBA in full swing, NHL in full swing.
NASCAR getting down to it. This is the one time of year everything is happening at the same time.
And Ryan, hey, Blaney. Nothing?
Yes, no.
Yeah, he wins and advances to the championship. However, they're doing things in NASCAR now. It's lost on me.
They're calling it playoffs, which I think is
Yeah, right?
kind of dumb.
I don't understand. And we got a couple of World Series, a couple of world records and the World Series. And scoreagami, are you familiar with this term, Tom? It's some online site that keeps track of all scores ever in the National Football League. Okay? Because that there are sometimes there are scores, final scores of the NFL that have never happened before.
Oh, sure.
And such was the case yesterday. The Los Angeles Rams lose to the Dallas Cowboys in Dallas 43-20. And then you see this. That's scoreagami! What is that? Exclamation?
Exclamation.
Yep.
It's the 1079th unique final score in NFL history.
Wow.
That final score.
You knew he would love this.
That's fascinating. What was the score again?
43-20.
Okay.
The Rams got the ball one more time in the game, but they could not score. One of the reasons this game ended with a bizarre score, such a unique score, there was a safety, of course, blocked punt, and they knocked it out of the end zone for the Cowboys. So 43-20, one more unique score in the NFL yesterday, Tom. There's a website.
I wonder how many are left.
For scoreagami. I think you've got a hold of infinite there is what you got a hold of there.
I mean, is it possible that the NFL is going to have a team score more than 100 points? I would think.
Well, no, but I don't think that enters into it, and I think you're missing the point.
No, I'm not missing the point. In other words, there's a maximum in theory.
In theory, there's a maximum number of possibilities, but it's a number that we can't comprehend.
I wonder how many reasonable ones are left. If you took the highest number of points ever scored in an NFL game.
I don't think this is a conversation you should be having with me, is what I feel like.
Josh, wouldn't that be fascinating? Josh, wouldn't
Go to
that be
someone
fascinating?
else.
What would be fascinating?
If figuring out how many are left.
No.
You want someone to come to you and say, there are only 13 more possible scores left.
Or more likely.
Now you change it.
Well, obviously,
scores more likely.
The answer. I mean, I suppose there's an infinite number of prime numbers also, but I think we've probably got most of them by now. I would hope. There's probably some computer out there right now that's using
still working on it,
using a lot of energy. Going, wait a minute, I've got one.
Yeah.
1.1.222. I was doing math homework last night, so I'm very math oriented.
Oh, okay.
In fact, so much so that I may have to call the teacher this morning.
Pissed off, are you?
For the second time, there's a problem that has to be wrong.
No kidding.
It's these graphs.
Numbers don't lie. Have you ever heard of that?
Yeah, but it's these
1 + 1 is not 2?
Table things where you have to go down. It's too hard to explain.
I tell you what got me are proofs. You ever do the proofs in, what is that, geometry?
I couldn't stand it.
I hated proofs. God, and me and the geometry teacher, he suffered from, I could do a perfect impression of him. He talked like this, and here's the thing. Yeah, he had a very odd way of speaking. Yeah, and I was on it immediately.
I got.
He hated me.
I can't tell you why, but this is a true story. I was asked one day to leave, again, I cannot elaborate. I was asked to leave Mr. Heil's class.
I can imagine why.
Well, that guy's nickname had to be Hitler, right?
I said I was not going to elaborate.
Hey, yo, Ziggy,
Yeah.
you want to...
Here's something sad.
Oh, good.
A
horrible weekend. Go ahead.
No. I said, I mean, I'll tell you what. I ran into a friend of mine walking into the hardware store, and he was out front with his son and some other boys. They were selling popcorn for the Cub Scouts.
Yep.
I made a nice donation. I did not take the popcorn.
Yep.
But I suddenly realized, because I was a Cub Scout, and I was able to name every boy in my den. And what's sad about that is I don't know half the names of the people who work here or my friends. But I can name, Robbie Hirschman, Dale Cherry,
God.
John Bass.
I can't remember one person in my Girl Scout troop.
Scott Siegel.
Oh.
I can remember all of them. It's unbelievable. How weird is that? Why is that there? And yet I
Because you still live there.
I can't remember my girlfriend's friends' names. I'm just saying. Anybody else suffer from this?
Sure, yeah.
We all do.
I think you suffer the most from it. I'll say that.
I hadn't thought about that. Hadn't thought about being a Cub Scout in forever.
Well, you never forget your first time, do you?
Thank you, Josh, for ruining that.
Well, you did camp, didn't you?
Everybody does funny things.
Not as a Cub Scout. We didn't. It was just.
When are they going to take, by the way, the Pinewood Derby out of the father's hands and put it back into the Cub Scouts' hands?
That is exactly what we talked about.
Where it should be, okay?
That's what we talked about.
Instead of the aerospace engineers that are designing
this
the
guy
Pinewood
at the
Derby
hardware
cars.
store?
You're exactly right, Chick. No, my friend John. You actually know this guy. My friend John. We started talking about the Pinewood Derby.
I bet I don't know this guy. I don't know why you think I do.
He was the promotions director here. You know him.
Nope.
You don't?
John who?
I'm not going to say his name on the
There
radio.
you go. I got no idea.
We've had how many promotions directors?
Ace, you know what I'm talking about.
Funny that the promotions director's name can't be promoted.
Yeah.
That's kind of ironic.
She went for another radio station? What's going on?
Yeah, the Pinewood Derby. You'd get out there with a block of wood, put some wheels on it, have some fun. And there was, as Chick points out, there was always some kid whose dad was an aerospace engineer that was
a guy
had some secret oil that they were developing for NASA.
When I
on
was
the wheels.
wrapped up in the Pinewood Derby, there was a guy that had access to a wind tunnel. I'm not kidding you.
Oh, my God.
Incredible.
The Pinewood Derby, they had this ramp built, and you'd put your car on it. And I was out in the first round, and it crushed me.
Every year.
I painted my little piece of wood red, and it was a block. And some kid gets up there. His dad apparently had some kind of early laser carving technique and an aerodynamically sound.
Before that race, your mama was telling you were the best.
Yeah.
And now look at you.
All right. Well, in any event, we have.
Do they still do the Pinewood?
Yeah,
Derby?
he said they just did it. Actually.
Oh.
Yeah, they do it. It's
Lost to that Cherry kid.
Yeah.
The Bass Boy.
Hey, you guys remember the names? If you've got to
You
remember.
just said a numbnuts.
Robbie Hirschman, Scott Siegel. They were all there. Right now, I want to talk about not the Pinewood Derby, but diamonds. Something that is born of the earth. Earth-born diamonds, real, natural diamonds. I bring this up because Steven Singer loves those. Doesn't like the so-called lab-grown diamonds. That's why he's giving them away. If you get a real diamond from Steven, he'll be happy to pass along one of those, what he considers worthless diamonds. Federal Trade Commission kind of agrees with him. They enforce very strongly language used about diamonds. The word diamond, when used alone, can only refer to a real, natural-born, earth-born diamond. It can't be about some chemically made laboratory creature. So, pay close attention because Steven Singer wants to prove it to you right now by giving away a free 1-carat lab-grown diamond with the purchase of every real, natural-born, earth-born diamond engagement ring. Check it out online or go to his showroom. Find it out, all the details, by going to IHateStevenSinger.com. Bob and Tom Show listeners, you're too smart to fall for some fake diamond made in a laboratory. No. Get the real thing. Find out what's going on at Steven Singer Jewelers. By the way, what would be a better, maybe a nice Thanksgiving thing? Oh, be careful eating the mashed potatoes, honey. There might be a ring in there.
Ooh.
Need some dental work, but the point is, don't hide them in the mashed
Yeah, don't do
potatoes.
that.
Maybe, you know that's happened. Well, get the strainer. I hate StevenSinger.com.
Went through the whole system.
Tell them the Bob and Tom Show sent you. Real, natural, earthborn diamonds. Coming back with some football news.
Football?
Got some football news.
We've got football coming up.
This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom 24/7. Not on air, online. All.
Chick McGee. Chick said earlier he's never touched a cow before, but the rumors about the girls he's dated are not quite one-sided. And ladies and gentlemen, a warm round of applause for Belle and her people. She's fine. She's fine. fine. She's just fine. Oh, yeah. Let's see if we can get something out of there. Okay. You got the hang of it there?
Yeah, I think so.
You think so? Well, you better get some milk because we don't want you to be an utter failure. All right, you ready? Get set. And go. Yeah. There he goes. He's. Come on, keep going, Chad. The cow's leaning over towards you. When was the last time you had your head completely into the hooks of the section of the jersey? She falls over. Stay with her. Stay with her. Hold her back. Bill, he's a nice guy. Don't make him chase you. I wonder, Tom, did he lose a bet or something? 5 seconds. Come on, Chip. And time. It's over, Chip. You're all right. The official measure. Now we're up against a quarter already. So.
Smiley's ahead. Oh, wait a second. Yes, you did.
Well, we have a set. Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause for Mr. Chick McGee. What a trooper, Chick. And you know the Bob and Tom are not going to let you live this time. Neither is Christy. You got a half, he got a quarter pounder. How do you like that, Lynch? You know, like his milkshake or his pies.
Oh, my God, the humanity.
Oh, there it gets you. They should have seen this. We have the turd man here. It's under control. The turd man is
All right.
okay.
Hey, it's Josh, and of course,
Hi, Chick McGee, everybody. Your chance to win a Mini Max Big Green Egg for Bob and Tom at Big Green Egg. Each week, someone will win a Mini Max Big Green Egg.
it's the Bob and Tom Show Pig Skin Pick'em, powered by the Big Green Egg.
Go to bobandtom.com/contest on the computer.
Is that where you go? Are we eligible?
They put the F in professional.
Morning, Bob and Tom Show.
Good morning. How are you guys?
Fine.
Guy's down in Florida. He's reading the classified ads, and he sees an ad that says talking dog, $20. So he goes to the address list on the paper, knocks on the door. Guy answers the door. Guy says, I understand you got a talking dog for $20. And he goes, yep. He goes, can I see him? He goes, yep, he's in the bedroom. So he walks in the bedroom. Dog's laying on the bed, remote in hand, watching TV. Walks in the room. The dog goes, hey, how you doing?
Yeah.
I can't believe this. You're a talking dog. What are you doing down here in Florida? He goes, well, I started out in New York. I used to teach other dogs how to lead the blind. And then, well, the Gulf War broke out. And so I went over there and I brought medicine to injured soldiers and rescued soldiers. And that was over. I came back to New York, and I was on Broadway for a while. I was in Riverdance. And of course, you had the tragedy with the Twin Towers, so I helped out there and started sniffing for bombs and things like that. And finally, I decided I'd had enough, and I was going to come down here to Florida to retire. Mm-hmm. The guy can't believe it. He walks back into the...
Hi, welcome back. Hi. It's the Bob and Tom Show, and yes, we're live, as you can tell. We're back with football. Is that what you said, Tom, when we left? Football.
Yeah, I was listening to another radio station driving in. They did their sportscast, and the guy did NASCAR update, little touch of hockey news. And then he did, what else did he do? He said the World Series is coming again tonight, and then he said NFL store's coming in half an hour. Really? That's what you're going to prioritize? He did about, I don't know, a minute of international football scores.
Football.
Not sure that thing's listening, but never mind. Football. In case you're wondering. Now, we have Chick McGee at the Bob and Tom Sports Desk. He'll be covering football for you for sure.
Yes, what we have from yesterday in the National Football League, a weekend of injuries. Matthew Stafford, Kenny Pickett, Tyrod Taylor, who once again is one of the few NFL players to be named after an automobile part.
And didn't we get a pretty good list of...
Tyrod, Cadillac, Jim Otto, OTTO. I don't know if...
Great one. We're counting that.
There was a Joe Horn, wide receiver for the Saints and the Rams, I think.
There's like Marty Driveshaft. No. There were a couple more.
Yeah. But Kirk Cousins yesterday is the big issue. The Vikings coach Kevin O'Connell said the team fear the 4-time Pro Bowl quarterback ruptured his Achilles tendon. And it looks for all the world exactly like the same injury that what's his face?
Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers suffered for the New York Jets. And he was out gallivanting around yesterday at MetLife throwing the football like had not a care in the world. It looked as healthy as all get out. He might be right. He's just set his mind to return this year. He just
be interesting.
After a torn Achilles.
When you were a kid, did you run around to each other like you'd fall on your bicycle and your buddies would run up and go, rupture?
I never did that.
When you hit your testicles, yeah. We had girls in the neighborhood that knew the shorthand, and they were,
of course.
If you hit your balls, it was a rupture. Yeah, they knew. Oh, they knew. Yeah. They knew that was kind of the secret.
We kind of laughed about it. Sorry, guys.
In the balls.
Well, just one of those kid things. Rupture.
So anyway, the Vikings beat the
Does
Packers.
That really hurt?
Oh,
beyond belief.
Well, the fabulous Ralph Harris said, first thing that happens when you get hit in the balls is that the room gets humid. And then, I can't describe it.
Really?
There's a delay.
You want to throw up, you want to cry, you want to...
It's a pretty severe ache.
Yeah.
Does it go away quickly, or is it...
No, that's the thing.
Still, to this day, it's the hardest physically I've been hurt. Thanks a lot. On the football field during a kickoff return. Yeah.
Yikes.
A little tiny, squirrely punk of a kid hit me in the balls with his helmet. Man. And we didn't wear cups, Tom. No, sir. Not even in high school did we wear athletic supporters.
You didn't have the cup check then? You line up and the guy at random whacks you in the balls?
No, we didn't have some weird underground sex cult going on at our high school the way you must
You'd
have.
line up.
Yeah, I know. That never happened to me.
You'd walk by and whack you in the nuts with a stick.
I don't know what you're talking about. That never happened over here. Is that right?
And the cup was known as a bike. That was the name brand.
Bike?
The bike. That was the name of the brand.
Oh, okay.
It did kind of...
Right, Pat?
Yeah.
It did kind of stick out in an odd way if you did wear one. I mean, guys knew.
They were noticeable.
Sure.
The cool guys never wore any pads at all in their pants, just their shoulder pads. And the really cool guys wore the smallest shoulder pads you could get, like the kickers.
Yeah.
I was not one of those guys.
Oh, I see.
Give me all the pads you got.
Michelin Man.
But you kept your balls vulnerable.
Yeah, I did not wear that. Isn't that odd? I wore a Stroud athletic supporter, but not the cup.
Yeah, and the athletic supporter never made sense to me.
Well, it keeps your junk up and away.
Wouldn't a good pair of briefs do that? Then you got that weird strap in the back and all this. Well, the bunghole's still open. We can still access the bunghole. Thank God. Who designed that anyway?
Tom, this
Man.
is back in the
know?
this is in the early
Ancient
70s. Lycra, spandex, and things hadn't come along yet. I don't think.
But sodomy was well established. I think the Greeks perfected it. Wow.
Here we go.
Do a little reading.
Not even an hour in.
I know.
24 minutes.
Yep.
Where was I? I want to mention this week. The shoe-in 3-2 over the weekend,
Yay.
kids. How about that? Now a robust 20 and 33 on the season. That's right. Unbelievable.
There's a game tonight.
The comeback begins.
When you're hot.
The Raiders are getting 8 in Detroit.
Some are calling it a Super Bowl preview.
Wow.
Why don't we make a bet right now on
Is that right?
On that not happening.
Yeah, I'll bet you $100 that's not the Super Bowl this year. Will you bet me $100?
I will not.
I will not.
Injuries, things like that.
It's not
A reality. Things might creep in.
reality. That does creep in.
What's the spread tonight, do you know?
I said the Raiders are getting 8.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Some places you can get it for 7 in the hook,
Oh, nice.
as they say in my betting
7
parlors.
in the hook?
What does that mean? The hook?
Yeah, what does
Half
that
point.
mean?
Half point, the hook.
Oh.
It hooks you. That half point hooks you. It's the hook, Josh. The hook.
Oh, yeah. It'll hook you.
Oh, yeah.
Wasn't there a
It'll get you. Watch out for that hook.
wasn't there a porn star named The Hook?
Mark the Hook Anthony. It's because it hooked to the left.
Wasn't he a
that
stripper?
right?
He was a stripper.
Wow.
He was a.
I don't think his nickname was the Hook, but we
I
started
think
calling
we
him
made
the
him
Hook
that.
on this show.
The
Hook Anthony. Yes.
He became a legend.
Yep.
Mark the Hook Anthony.
He was like a Chippendale dude.
I see.
He had an
Dress
impressive-
left, as they say.
Incredible penis, but I almost said that wistfully, didn't I? Really? So explain to me how the Denver Broncos give up 70 points to the Miami Dolphins. What was that, second week when the Dolphins went off and they win like 70-10 or whatever the hell it was. And yesterday the Broncos beat the Kansas City Chiefs 24-9. How does that happen, Tom? Your thoughts?
I have no idea. On any Sundays.
On any given Sunday is what they say. That's exactly right, Tom. Last night on your Sunday Nighter with NBC and Tirico and Collingsworth and the guys, Chargers beat the Bars 30-13 at SoFi. The Bengals are looking like the Bengals again. They beat San Francisco at Kezar Stadium.
Candlestick, Kezar.
They're in, where are they now? Palo Alto? Where the hell
Somewhere
are they?
up there.
Yeah. Cincinnati 31, San Francisco 17 yesterday. The Ravens continue to roll. They beat Arizona 31-24. Seattle over Cleveland 24-20. Tennessee beat Atlanta 28-23. And Will Levis for the Titans. And the Titans were wearing the Oilers throwbacks yesterday. They had, from head to toe, they had a big derrick in the middle of the field. It looked like they had Oilers in the end zone. It looked really...
That light blue color?
Really, really cool, yeah. And that's another thing. A lot of throwback uniforms yesterday. The Seahawks were wearing throwbacks yesterday. And you watch these games and you think, hey, those are pretty good uniforms. You know, we can wear these every week.
Yeah.
We don't have to make it, the new uniforms aren't very, the Seahawks and the Oilers especially are great looking uniforms. And they don't wear them, Tom.
Well, they're not the Oilers anymore.
Help me. Well, I mean, the Titans could have those colors instead of that dumb T on the side of their helmet. I mean,
and why are they Titans? Is there some kind of rocketry that we don't know about going on in Tennessee?
I think alliteration with Tennessee.
Really?
It was either Titans
or the big red man. I used to suck on the thing.
What the hell are you doing?
This is why we don't let Clyde name things anymore.
Put him back in the
He doesn't quite have
Let me
it like
name
he
the
used to.
team.
Yeah.
Game 3 of the World Series tonight. Everything's tied at a game apiece. It's in Arizona, and they're gonna saddle up Scherzer again and send him out there for the Rangers. We'll see what happens. That's in Arizona tonight. And they had an unbelievable costume yesterday. It's Halloween. Of course, sports costume. They had the boyfriend was dressed up as Randy Johnson, complete with number 51, the Arizona Diamondbacks jersey that he was wearing during spring training. And his girlfriend was dressed up as the bird he hit.
Oh, nice.
That's right. Back on March 24th, 2001.
Wow.
When he just, there's the perfect picture. That's the proud boyfriend and the girlfriend. And by the way, kudos to the girlfriend for playing along with this. There on the left, you see the costume, and on the right, the bird being obliterated by Randy Johnson's fastball.
Literally just a cloud of feathers.
Back in 2000.
And she looks great.
She does look great.
Yeah, she's they could have gone a little overboard. What I would have done, a little more blood. More blood.
Sure.
But she's wearing a white feather boa, and
That's cool.
She sexied it up a little bit, yeah.
Sure.
Well, it's Halloween.
Halloween,
That's
yeah.
girls will
whatever
do.
girl outfit it is, it's sexy. Fill in the blank.
Sure.
For the adults.
Sexy. No.
For the adults, absolutely. My youngest, Soph, already had 3 costumes, and we haven't gotten to Halloween yet.
What are they?
She was Spice Girl.
I saw she was the Wicked Witch of the West.
Boy, that was unbelievable. I didn't recognize my own kid.
Plan B taker.
No, she was a teenage werewolf.
No, I was noticing the.
Maybe an adult werewolf, I should have said. A woman werewolf.
It's like she's my niece.
Yeah.
That Wicked Witch of the West costume, that was a lot of green paint.
I know.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, it was.
Up here in the cleavage. She needs to close up shop. Show this to Josh. Let's go, young lady.
Why are you going to entrap me here?
No, I want your opinion on this.
I want to get back to the Plan B
It's
costume.
unbelievable. Look at that. How much green paint does she need for those things? Holy hell.
Yeah, she looks terrific.
That's amazing.
I honestly did not recognize my own child. I mean, it's like, wow.
Yeah,
and
that's
then
a
your
great
other
costume.
kid was a devil or something? She had
she
horns
was a
out of
devil.
her head?
Yeah.
That's no good.
My kids do great with makeup. They should be in
They're
that,
good at it.
Wow.
that business.
Very nice. Very nice.
How many costumes have your girls gone through?
More or less 3. They're doing, Finn is doing Wednesday. Mm-hmm. She's even got the jacket. I mean, it's
For
amazing.
actual trick-or-treat night for
Yeah,
Halloween?
yeah. And then...
Does Wednesday have a jacket? I'm not familiar with this show.
There's one you can get. And then she has, then Hart is Barbie, Western Barbie with the whole pink.
Aw,
It's very
how
sweet.
cute.
Yeah, it's very nice. Went to the school parade.
Good.
School has a nice Halloween parade.
So you have a new neighborhood this year. This will be interesting.
Yes.
Are you going to
you don't know
be
the weird ones
trick-or-treating there? Or
I guess. I mean,
Okay.
that's what you do.
yeah, but are there a lot of kids on your street?
Yeah.
Oh,
So we'll see.
that's cool.
Looking forward to it. A couple of my neighbors have really elaborate movie set like front lawns
They give out gold bars.
with zombies and
I think I'll trick-or-treat there, too.
it's very nice. I'm
Are
sorry.
you going to give out candy at your house? Are you
Yeah, of
taking the
course.
girls out, or what are you doing?
We got to figure out the
Logistics.
the division of labor.
Are you going to wear your bear costume?
I'm sorry, your bear suit?
Yes. Sorry.
Yeah, I don't know. You know something? I don't know where that is. In the move, that may have.
I bet she does.
That may have
Trash bin number 4.
Yes.
I don't know where my bear suit is. I'll have to look.
Waste and salvage might have that.
Landfill.
The old landfill.
Now, Pat, are you going to be getting any trick or treaters?
I'm not getting any trick or treats. I'm in an apartment complex, but I'm going out with my son
Where are you going to
Where
go?
are you going to take him?
up in where his mommy lives.
Okay.
See, now that's the thing. How old's your son?
He's going to be 13.
Too old.
Yeah, that's
I
too
think
old.
so too.
That's
and,
right on the
know,
cusp.
But it's his mom's thing, and he's still doing it for
All
me.
right.
Yeah.
Well, good.
I can
Yeah.
tell he doesn't want to.
There are older kids out there doing it.
Yeah.
Might not be right, but they're
Well,
he will not be the oldest kid.
I'm going to do it too with him.
I think
I'm gonna
Tom
wear
said this a
something.
long time ago. When the kids drive up to trick or treat,
Yeah.
they might be a little old.
Yeah, really, that's too much. Do you have a tribute? What do you do on your Halloween tributes for us, Pat?
What would you like, Tom?
You know, like for instance, what are you going to be giving away for at Shea Pat this year for Halloween?
I'm going to turn the lights off and just not be there.
Yeah, that's what
Be
I'm
at the
getting.
gym.
Yeah,
well, you
nobody
look-
comes to my house either.
I'll remind you that coming up Saturday night, Ho Chunk, Wisconsin Dells, ladies and gentlemen, it will be Patty G, Mr. Jeff Oskey from News We Failed to Mention, and Willie G. That's this Saturday, November 4th, the Ho Chunk Gaming Parlor in the Dells. What do you got over there now, Pat?
Would you like Divorce Guy Halloween or Halloween Party 2023, the updated version?
Oh, well, let's hear that one,
Okay.
please.
Went to a Halloween party where I didn't know a soul. There were many hot Barbies, and Kens were getting out of control. When I got to the Halloween party, Everybody's in a mask. Wednesday Addams kissed my cheek and Taylor Swift pinched my ass. Well, it's an all-nighter now. Wildest thing you've ever seen. You might be a lost cause if you can't hook up on Halloween. Spider-Man's on mushrooms. Oppenheimer's getting bombed. And I'm wearing a baseball cap so they know I work for Bob and Tom. And hanging in the kitchen after a shift in the ICU was a caregiver on a mission to kiss a guy or two. Well, it's an all-nighter now. Blind drunk, can't you see? Took home a sexy nurse and woke up with an orderly named Bobby. So if you're going to a Halloween party, drink yourself in a fog. You could go to bed with a sexy cat and wake up with an ugly dog like Tommy. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Patty G. Once again, knocking him dead live over the weekend in St. Louis. Josh's old stomping ground. And Pat has a bunch of shows coming up. They also include this huge show. Delphus, Ohio is the place. You and Oskar at the KFC coming up November 11th. By the way, KFC in this case, not the chicken place, but the Knights of Columbus. Make that clear. Although it's not in Columbus, Ohio, it's in Delphus. Just wanted to clarify.
Ladies and gentlemen, you've
That
just heard
helps.
Tom qualify himself out of existence.
Is the Knights of Columbus in Columbus? That's got to be confusing.
I don't say it.
Yeah.
Where else would it be? It's Columbus.
I like the fact you feel like you have to explain things.
That's my thing, clarification.
Yes, the clarifier.
Thank you. Coming up in sports?
World records coming up.
All right. Also, coming up, an interesting science news about ping pong balls. That's going to keep them waiting in the car.
And
Yeah,
we might have a I'm working on that in my brain. We'll have a philosophical question about the NFL and officiating coming back.
Okay, and we have sex myths.
Oh.
I have a.
What?
Well, in true Tom fashion, there are 8 of them, and he only put 3 on the sheet.
Well, some of them were too graphic.
Oh, okay.
Like a lot of pelvic thrusting and.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I decided we better.
What?
Yeah, I have the other whatever.
Oh, good.
4.
I want you to give the other.
I right now I want to talk about the secret to a stress-free holiday season.
What would that be? I need it.
HelloFresh. HelloFresh, skip the last-minute shopping and let HelloFresh deliver tasty recipes to you. It's not just the recipe. They deliver the food. They have done the shopping. They have done the measuring. You put it together. And the specialty this time of year when you're this busy, the 15-minute meals. In some cases, maybe 5 minutes of prep, then pop it in the oven. See what I'm talking about by going to the HelloFresh website. HelloFresh.com/BT show. Got something new, actually, and a new code for you if you're hosting for the holidays and you want to skip that grocery store trip and get some great fresh food from HelloFresh. Get a free breakfast for life with the code BT show free. I'll say that again. Get free breakfast for life with the code BT show free. It's part of a special thing that they're doing right now. HelloFresh.com/BT show free. That means 1 breakfast item per box while your subscription is active. So check it out. A free breakfast. Keep that subscription active. That's a free breakfast for life with the code BT show free at HelloFresh.com/BT show free. See what I'm talking about? Once again, it's HelloFresh.com/BT show free. Coming up, sex tips and shafts. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Become a Bob and Tom VIP and get your Bob and Tom fix 24/7.
Oh, you get a laugh.
And all you trick-or-treaters, come listen to me good about a grave that's in a graveyard in this very neighborhood. Contains a boy who died this very night so long ago. Now candy wrappers mysteriously appear around his stone. You know it's Halloween. You know it's kind of scary. The way the ghosts come floating out of the cemetery. Sliding through the dirt, all cold and moldy. And the only thing that they can think about is how they get your candy. Ooh. Trick or treat, hear the children crying. But who's that pale boy at the back with the antique suit and tie on? When you passed out the candy, it seemed to fade into his hand. And look, there's a clump of fresh dirt on the spot where he did stand. Oh, it's Halloween. You know it's kind of scary, the way the ghosts come floating out of the cemetery, sliding through the dirt, all cold and moldy, and the only thing that they can think about is how to get your candy. I heard about this kid who collected lots of sweets, and with a flashlight in his bed, he counted out his treats. When they found him in the morning, the bags of candy, they were gone. A clump of fresh dirt by his bed, and the flashlight was still on. Oh, it's Halloween. You know, it's kind of scary, the way the ghosts come floating out of the cemetery, sliding through the dirt, all cold and moldy, and the only thing that they can think about is how. Now each and every child behind a mask is hid, but which one do you think's a ghost and which one is a kid? But in the shiny darkness when the leaves are blowing through, has it occurred to you the only one that's not a ghost is you?
Oh. I just beat myself.
Everybody. La 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 la. And so you trick-or-treaters, take heed of what I said, and leave your candy here with me, don't take it up to bed. I'll protect you from the ghoulies and the ghosties and the beasties, though you may lose that Snickers bar and, ooh, look, Reese's Pieces. Oh, it's Halloween, you know it's kind of scary, the way the ghosts come floating out of the cemetery. But get on up to bed, but grab that broom before you do, and sweep up this clump of fresh dirt that fell off of my pants.
Frightening. Wow. Thank you. Haywood, thank you very much.
Very scary.
Thank you so much.
Haywood Banks and one of his Halloween tributes.
Oh, ow. Oh, back.
Oh, hey, Josh. What's wrong?
My back is sore, my legs.
What's in your shoe?
Nothing. I mean, here, look, nothing.
Joshua, you have to have proper support. Orange insoles.
Orange insoles, you say?
Yeah, look.
Yeah, I see them.
Look at this. They're great.
Yeah. Orange insoles. I'll give them a shot.
Great. See you later, buddy.
Give it a... Yippee! I can mow and dance while I do it. Ha! No more pain. Thank you, orange insoles.
Josh, did you get orange insoles?
Jessica, I sure did. Thanks to orange insoles, I feel great.
Terrific. See you later.
Orange insoles. Feel better, do more.
Comedian Dwight Slade.
I think they're overdoing the IDing for liquor. We ID under 65. Bring your walker.
Yeah.
I got carded the other day, and it's like, look into my eyes. You ever seen a 21-year-old with this much hate and bitterness in their eyes?
Yeah.
Let's not count the birthdays. Let's count the dark angels. The people who think and cluck at the same time.
How does that work?
You ask them a question. You go, hey, are we doing dinner tomorrow? Dinner tomorrow. What are you, an Aborigine? Answer the question. I want to go to dinner. You're hunting for Coke bottles. Let's go.
Also with us, Christine Stedman. Now, you're a mom?
Well, a mom and a grandma. I think you know that.
I know.
I'm a grandpa.
This is how this
Are
works.
you?
Yep.
She's been married 27 years and still a virgin, Tom.
Yes.
28,
Well, you know, I
28.
have a lot of grandkids. My daughter keeps having babies, has one almost every year.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, she called me the other day. She goes, Mom, guess what? I'm pregnant again. There must be something in the air. I'm like, yeah, you're late.
But seriously.
Hello?
Bang!
Hey, hello?
Zing! I'm getting her fixed.
It's time once again for people who suck at small talk.
Hey, nice weather we're having today, don't you think?
Yeah, it is rather amazing the cyclical manner in which meteorological trends manifest themselves.
Jeez, sorry I asked.
Join us again next time for people who suck at small talk.
Hi, this is Costello. Right here on Q95.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hey, chick.
How are we?
Good.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. There was an incident yesterday in the Pittsburgh Steelers game between the Steelers and the Jacksonville Jaguars in Pittsburgh. Jacksonville wins the game 20 to 10. And the Steelers, right before halftime, they were going to kick a field goal. Okay? Mm-hmm. And to this viewer, I do not have a dog in the fight, as they say, so I'm just watching the game. And the referees, flags, offsides on the kicking team. And they say, they give a specific number, as they do in the NFL, like number 60 or whoever it was. And there's they show the replay, no movement at all on this. So my point is, it's a bad call.
Yeah.
At least it's a bad call. So the Steelers trying to kick a field goal, they have to back up another 5 yards. So they went from a 54-yard field goal to like a 61-yard field goal, and they miss it. So my point is, Mike Tomlin, coach of the Steelers, starts yelling at a referee. I mean, giving it to her. Mm-hmm. Now, this is the first time that I have seen an NFL head coach yelling at one of I don't know how many female referees there are now, but there are several. Mm-hmm. And, swell. But does this make anyone else uncomfortable that the head coach of an NFL team is yelling at this?
I don't know.
Weird optics, as they say.
Yeah, it doesn't look good,
Sure, but no. I mean, in a way, it's treating her equally to.
I think that would be her answer, but I don't know if I was. I'm not the coach of the Steelers for many reasons. I don't. I think I might couch my criticism if I were yelling at a female referee as opposed to another guy. Don't you
you've
think?
just been robbed of a.
How could you not?
I think you're yelling at the stripes more than you are the.
Yeah.
But.
You're not yelling at the butt.
It's if you yell at the butt, that's probably problematic.
Here's the problem. She was borderline hot. That's the problem.
Yeah. And we do all agree that hot people do not deserve to be yelled at.
No, exactly.
Unless they're being yelled at about how hot they are.
Yeah.
Hey, you're real hot!
You don't understand. You're so hot.
We'll be back later. Call back to Mr. Microphone.
We'll be back to pick you up later.
Sorry. Thank you very much. Thanks for the clarification.
So I don't know. That made me uncomfortable yesterday.
I bet it did look uncomfortable, but I'm with Tom on this. That's equal.
No, and I'm
Did
sure
the
that
Steelers win?
No, they lost 20 to 10, and they, I'm sure that would be her response.
Yeah,
she would say, "No,
hey,
I'm out there. I'm just a referee. I'm not. Don't look at my sex. Look at my what I'm doing." And I mean, it was it must have been. It was a crap call. I'll tell you that.
It'll take us a minute, won't it? Mm-hmm. I mean, a lot of.
I would like to.
Just give me a minute.
Does the content of the yelling? Was there anything of a sexual nature there?
Oh, I doubt it.
That'd be funnier.
If they had, we would have heard about that for sure.
Funnier.
Funnier.
You're looking for a comedy angle? Is that what you're doing?
Ahmed would have gotten it right. You know, something like that.
Godspeed to the first coach that said something.
Stupid.
You would be out. No, I'm kidding, of course.
Yeah. Of course you're kidding.
Well, these days, you've got to clarify everything you say. Now, we have...
Boy, wait a minute. I'm getting another picture of her here. She's... Josh, your thoughts on her?
She looks very attractive in the
very fit
in the ref uniform. Yeah.
This is the kind of thing back in the day. Playboy would have had the refs of the NFL, and they would have had several third-tier referees half naked.
See, but look at Tomlin. You can tell he's pissed.
Yeah,
and so much bigger.
Like a head taller than the ref. And she's there giving it right back to him and trying to explain herself.
And 30 years ago, he would have taken a swing at her, and they would have looked the other way. So they've come a long way.
They have come a long way. Well, the fact that she's there is...
You've come a long way, baby.
Yes.
Isn't that what they say?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, thanks, Tom.
Well, I mean, there was a time I would say take the escalator.
Oh, my goodness. Okay.
Elevator. History.
Elevator, escalator.
Sorry.
Anybody? Okay. Where am I? Yeah.
Stupid world record.
Just trying to move things along. Okay. It's Halloween. See, tomorrow's Halloween.
Yeah.
One more day till Halloween.
Halloween.
One more day.
An attempt to break the Guinness World Record for the most people dressed up as ghosts.
Oh, yeah.
Was sullied.
Oh, no.
By bad weather.
Sheets all blow away.
Wait a minute. There's people underneath those sheets.
So it suddenly turns into kind of a unfortunate co-ed wet T-shirt contest.
Yeah. The BBC reports that hundreds of people donned white sheets.
Uh-oh. It was the 1930s KKK rally.
He couldn't. You know what?
I have to say it.
Here I thought, okay, he's just going to stop at 1930s.
1930s
rally. We're going to have to do the awful
rally. Yeah. Don't make us put KKK in our brains. No, no.
Right. No. Instead, shouted it into a microphone.
That was the old record.
The current record, 560 people?
Do you wear a fitted sheet? How does that work? Yeah. The ones at the corners.
Inclement weather, though, appeared to scare away participants as only 204 people gathered in Dorser's Brewery Square for the attempt. A previous attempt to break the record in 2022, organized by Manchester City Council, also failed due to bad weather. So...
maybe they should stop having things in England if they don't want them to be rained out.
So,
on the moors.
Yes.
Yeah, have you ever seen him play a soccer game in the sun?
It is rare.
This isn't a world record at all.
No, it's a failed world record. Failed attempt.
Running out of real.
What a great chance, though, for the ghosts to have a day out.
Yeah.
Hey, look.
Yeah, how do they know there isn't a real one in there?
Right, there could be.
That'd be a great thing to see seen in a movie.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
They're panning a bunch of, pathetic people in sheets with eyes cut out. All of a sudden you go by and there's a real ghost.
A real ghost. Hey, that's a great costume, pal. Thank you. Oh, nice. Way to commit.
Yeah. And why are ghosts wearing sheets all the time? What's that all about? When they wear clothes?
Because they didn't have any form.
What movie was that? Clothes. And I think I've got a feeling it worked. I haven't seen the movie, that the guy was dressed up in a sheet, and he had passed away, and his wife was left. It was very sad, as I remember.
That is a wonderful movie. Not for everybody.
No,
it's not
absolutely
for everybody. It's called Ghost Story.
And isn't Casey Affleck the ghost? Yeah.
Oh. Yes.
It's supposed to be a great movie.
It'll rip your heart out.
It did. It ripped my heart out.
Yeah,
too.
Yeah, I've seen that.
But that is what he does.
Yeah, that's what the director decided, to put him in a sheet.
And Beetlejuice, there are two ghosts, and they put on sheets as well to try to scare her.
Why is that a tradition, do you know?
I think the tradition was that the human would wear the sheet to look ethereal and mist-like. And
did they used to bury people just on a sheet?
No. Again, they would wear the sheet just to look like they were some sort of whitely mist.
Coming up, we'll come back to Earth and the living.
Oh, all right.
We have an unfortunate story about I don't want to give too much away. It's about a man seeking a prostitute for his horse.
His horse?
It's really off.
Well, horse get tense too, I guess.
Sure they do. We have a really long name and a cattle seaman in the news. But coming up next, do we have more sports? Or
Sure, world records.
Oh, okay,
world records.
perfect.
Heck yeah, it's not over.
This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This is the Bob.
Well, Mummy Cass, can you favor us with a tune?
We got something, baby. This song's called Kinda Lingers.
Kinda lingers.
That's right, baby. Get those words right. She's got those molecules that stick with you in your smile. Kinda lingers in the morning. Kinda lingers through the night. Kinda lingers anytime she wants it. Wow, it's alright. It's alright. Oh, baby, it's alright. She's like an onion with layers and essence I just can't escape. No, no, no. Kinda lingers, in the morning. Kinda lingers, through the night. Kinda lingers, anytime she wants it. Wow, it's alright. Oh, baby, it's alright. Kick it. Kinda lingers, in the morning. Kinda lingers, through the night. Kinda lingers, anytime she wants it. Well, it's alright. Kinda lingers, in the morning time. Kinda lingers, through the night. Kinda lingers, anytime she wants it.
Yes. Bravo. Yes. Here come the Mummies. A song about molecules and it kind of lingers there. That was absolutely brilliant. A fantastic arrangement. Great saxophones, etc., etc. Thank you, Mummies.
or Mary Magdalene?
Ruth. Okay, how about this? Ruth or Eve? Eve.
Buttermilk Ice Light from the Amish Brewing Company. The hand-churned buttermilk is frozen, the curds removed, put in the back of a buggy and driven around town until thawed, then returned to the farm and slowly filtered through a hand-sewn patchwork quilt, then refrozen to create the unique taste of Buttermilk Ice Light.
Okay, plain black floor-length dress or red lacy see-through teddy?
Plain black floor-length dress. When you say buttermilk, you've said it all.
99 glasses of buttermilk on the wall.
Hold it. Fritz, Fritz, move over. Let me drive the buggy.
It's okay, Graber. I took his reins away when he wasn't looking.
You're a good friend, Yoder.
The Amish Brewing Company would like to remind you, if thou hast had too much to drink, thou shalt not drive. Amish Brewing Company, Napanee, Indiana.
Hey, don't say we didn't warn you. There's laughter ahead.
You guys want to grab lunch?
We can't go anymore.
Holy
That's
cow.
a good day's work, everybody.
This is Bob and Tom Radio.
And with us in the studio, we have a distinguished actor and comedian. He is John Witherspoon.
My 11-year-old, he's go to private school. Only reason to go to private school is my mother-in-law helps pay half. Little rich kids go there. I see Warren Beatty all the time.
Oh, yeah?
I see Warren Beatty there. He's and Annette Bening. And my son talks like this. Father.
Would
you like a toddy?
Father, my friends are going to Spain for the summer. Where are we going? I said, Compton. Where we going?
Compton.
Back to Detroit.
Back to Detroit.
Yeah.
I'm going to show you something. I'm going to give you that 2 left boots with one of them with a high heel.
That's right. Hey, this is Larry the Cable Guy, and you're listening to Bob and Tom.
What is this?
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Josh Arnold at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair.
Chick. How are you, buddy?
Oh, good. There's Pat Godwin.
Hey.
He's over there in the performance studio. There's Ace Cosby.
Hey.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Very much.
Welcome.
A couple of pre-Halloween requests on the way, ladies and gentlemen. But we return to the sports page to wind it up with...
We've got one of these.
Stupid world record.
I thought I had it up and ready. I don't, and I can't get the page over here. A Canadian man has broken the Guinness World Record for the longest zucchini.
Oh, yeah?
Boy, I wonder what Dr. Freud would say about that guy.
Mr. Harry D'Angela grew zucchini measuring 8 feet, 4.79 inches long.
Whoa.
His zucchini beats the current record holder of 8 feet, 3.3 inches long.
Okay, you did it.
D'Angela has sent evidence to Guinness to verify the vegetable.
That seems a little bit large.
What do they make out of zucchini? A zucchini bread I've heard of.
I make zucchini boats. You ever do that?
Zucchini boat?
Oh, yeah.
This would be like a canoe.
You just take this zucchini and you hollow it out, and then you mix the hollowed out part, and you put like breadcrumbs or pork or whatever you want to put on it, and then put a little cheese and grill it.
Then you jump off the cliff.
No. Then you grill it, and then you take it off and dig all the good stuff out and throw the zucchini away.
No, you don't. You eat the whole thing. It's great.
How big is it again? 8 feet? What?
8 feet, almost 8.5 feet.
Wow.
Mother Earth sex toys. What that is?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The new Mother Nature's taking over.
But I understand they like them girthier rather than long.
Sure, yeah.
Isn't that the rule of thumb, Christy?
Well, not a thumb.
Girth over a slender. Remember, wash that thing off. That's been grown in manure.
Ooh.
So you want to move forward in life.
So you don't eat zucchini?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
You don't roast it or?
No.
Okay. Saute it up with a little yellow squash? Okay.
Stop putting your zucchini agenda. I don't want to hear anything about zucchini, and you
The first one's free, Chick.
The agenda,
that's
is that right?
I'll bring you a zucchini.
I'll have a pepper. I'll have one of those. Green pepper, red pepper. Yeah, stoplight peppers.
Very nice.
I'll have those on the grill.
Oh, yeah, those are
But I
nice.
won't zucchinis. No.
Is that sports?
No, it's not. One more. A group of Floridians are going to host the first ever Florida Man Games.
Ah, yes.
Looking to next year, kids. Organizers describe the competition as, quote, the most insane athletic showdown on earth. The games will poke fun at Florida's reputation for producing odd news stories involving drugs, booze, and reptiles. The games include evading arrest obstacle course. Contestants jump over fences and through yards while being chased by real police officers. And the pool noodle mud duel and beer wrestling. Attendees will also get to take selfies with alligators. The competition will take place in St. Augustine, February 24th, 2024. 224.
How about that?
Two former stars of the 90s television show American Gladiators have agreed to serve as referees because they probably have both of their answering machines. Yes, hello, I'll do it.
What are some of the other events?
The pool noodle mud duel.
Steal a catalytic converter.
Beer wrestling.
Fastest time. Kissing your sister.
Don't they have the redneck games? Aren't those more like the tossing a toilet seat and stuff? Aren't those more famous, I guess?
But Florida Man has become famous in the last few years.
There's a game you play, right? You type into Google Florida Man and see what comes up.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
You've seen the trophy? It's made out of stolen copper wire.
Very nice.
Yeah, it should be a fun show. Winner gets to take the prize money, not report it, and play the very popular criminal pastime tax evasion. All these are all fun things that are happening. That would conclude our sportscast?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you very much, Finn.
That's
Would you
it.
please?
Lucky, this is what you farted for.
Here we go. Wherever you go, whatever you do, always be a good sport. Christy.
Miss Andrea Johnson has spent nearly $5,000 to marry herself in a solo ceremony.
Now here's Josh with a few thoughts.
Oh, boy. That's real. I don't care for her.
I'm really not going to care for her when I say this is her second marriage.
To someone
herself.
or to herself?
No, Ms. Johnson had been 31 when she wed her first husband, an actual human being, in Las Vegas in 2015. They divorced in 2018. She visited a therapist, and after several years, she reached a breakthrough and knew she had to marry herself. After a Valentine's Day proposal, the 39-year-old traveled from her home.
Took her by surprise, did she?
I hope I say yes.
She traveled from her home in Hanover, Maryland to Tulum, Mexico, where she married herself.
So
Sorry, did you say Loon, Mexico?
A destination wedding for herself. Okay,
Yes.
perfect.
During the ceremony, she read aloud vows to herself before she placed a ring on her finger in front of a local officiant.
That poor bastard.
The act of marrying oneself is known as sologamy.
Sologamy?
Sologamy? S-O-L-O-G-A-M-Y.
It's got to be sologamy.
Sologamy?
Sologamy.
Yeah, but you're solo.
Yeah. But you run it together when you get it together like that.
Sologamy. It rhymes with insanity. Perfect.
That hashtag on TikTok has amassed over 1.2 million views. What the hell?
You know what Groucho said about being married to 2 or 3 people? Bigamy. I think it's big of all of them.
Did you have to sign a prenup?
With yourself?
I don't know.
I hope she did.
I appreciate the sentiment.
You don't have to go through the ceremony.
No, certainly not.
You can decide, you know what, I'm loving myself from here on out.
Yes,
Right.
here on out.
Right.
Right. But at least it doesn't sound like to me that she forced people to come to this.
No.
Give her gifts.
I had a story last week that I didn't do where a woman did do that.
See, those are the ones that really drive me crazy.
What was her name again?
This woman's name?
Yeah.
Her name was Andrea Johnson.
Is she going to take her name? Will she become Andrea Johnson?
I think that's the modern woman's right.
Yeah.
She could just be Andrea Johnson instead of Andrea
I think
Johnson.
she's an idiot,
Johnson.
is what I think, frankly.
Do you?
Yes.
She didn't bring anybody else into this except for that officiant. That's what I.
And whatever newspaper printed this story.
Well,
I
it's
mean,
not her fault.
I think
Yes,
it
it
was
is.
a TikTok thing. It's social media.
I imagine that she made the big announcement and somehow it got picked up and there's a little narcissism happening here. A little.
So it would be a picture of, remember the high school pictures they used to have of two 2 exposures. Remember, that was a big deal. Like you looking at the camera and then off to the left.
Yes.
The same. Remember that, Tom?
Oh, yeah.
No.
We never had to do that, thankfully.
Really? Oh, no. I didn't choose those. I just choose my picture.
But those were always hilarious.
Yeah.
Well, since Halloween is coming up, I thought we'd feature a couple of
looking
Halloween
toward
things.
the future, Tom.
We have a request for this one.
Okay.
Josh.
It's almost like I'm invisible.
We'll put this a time component.
Am I dead? Am I here? I feel dead.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're hungry, you'll want to hear this.
Hey, Anna Lee. Great Halloween party.
Thanks, Colin. But nobody's eating. I guess they're tired of the same old chips and dip.
Sounds like you need to spice things up.
How?
With something different and exciting you might not have tried before. It's the perfect snack for Halloween because it comes in bags shaped like ghosts. It's called Boo Food.
Boo Food?
That's right. They're like Fritos, but they're shaped like Cheerios. Cornholes you can enjoy by the fistful.
I'll admit, I am curious, but I'm not sure I'm ready to get Boo Food.
Well, I'll be honest, it can be uncomfortable at first, but eventually you'll grow to love it. Just bum rush your local grocery store and aim straight for the rear.
And that's where I'll get Boo Food?
Yep. Now, you might only be able to take a little at first, but once you're used to it, you'll be able to take it all.
I'm still not sure getting Boo Food is something I'd like.
Here's an idea. Let's talk to your friends. I bet some of them have gotten Boo Food before.
Hey, Fanny, you ever gotten Boo Food?
Oh, sure. I wasn't interested at first, but Frank practically begged me to try it. So eventually I loosened up and let him give it to me.
Did you like it?
I mean, I don't want to get Boo Food every day, but yeah.
How about you, Rose? Do you ever get Boo Food?
Only when I'm on my period.
So, Annalie, what do you say?
You know what, Colin? Let's do it.
Hi, I'm Pierce Bottoms, President and CEO of Lil Bugger Snack Foods. From pink donuts to sticky buns, we've got your ass covered.
So, Annalie, now that you're getting Boo Food, how do you feel?
By request, a little bit of Boo Food. Thank you, Josh.
I didn't request.
I know it was requested by someone named Yancey.
Oh, all right, Yancey.
Yantsy. Hey, Yancey, thanks for the request. A little bit of a Halloween stuff. We got more coming up, ladies and gentlemen. Speaking of coming up, the grilling season has arrived.
Oh, yes.
Nothing better than a nice fall steak. Tell me more, Josh.
Oh, I'd love to. I enjoyed some over the weekend. I got that wonderful package from Omaha Steaks, the Fall Bestsellers Pack. Check it out. Oh, my gosh. Tailgating. What could go better? What could please everybody at your tailgate more than Omaha Steaks? They have all your fall cravings covered. 50% off site-wide. It's their semi-annual sale. That's 50% off all your favorite tender, juicy, extra-aged steaks like those butcher's cut filet mignons. My gosh. Go to omahasteaks.com today. Use this code BTS. Put that in at checkout. You're going to get an extra $30 off your order. That's right. 50% off and an extra $30. My goodness. Omaha Steaks, the possibilities are simply endless. Endless flavor, endless value on all their incredible entrees, scrumptious sides, decadent desserts, and so much more. All of them are 50% off. It's the semi-annual sale. Every bite backed by their 100% unconditional money-back guarantee. What are you waiting for? You know you are ready to eat some delicious steaks. Go to omahasteaks.com. Shop all your delicious favorites for half the price. And don't forget, promo code BTS at checkout. That's going to get you an extra $30 off. Please hurry, though. This semi-annual sale is only for a limited time. Minimum purchase may apply. Visit omahasteaks.com for all the details.
Thank you very much, Josh. I'll remind you to go to bobandtom.com/contest and get yourself registered to win the kegerator from Orange Insoles, the beautiful orangeinsoles.com kegerator that'd make a nice nightstand, or perhaps maybe you want it in your living room. I don't know. It's up to you. It's a beautiful mega mini fridge from orangeinsoles.com. Please, by all means, go check that out right now. Coming up, we have cattle semen In the news in a big way. Also, we have sex problems in the news. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
You're listening to Bob and
Now, we have a request. Christy, do you feel like doing a little something over there?
Something like what?
Well, we have a request for Christy does a thing she does on occasion on stage with Henry Phillips.
Oh, I see what
they
you're
are going to be working together.
Oh,
I don't know.
We were going to use that as the tease to get people to Wiley's on Saturday to see the big.
Well,
the big show.
The big
that'd be nice, but
duet.
there are a lot of people who can't make it to the show.
Didn't we hear a new version of the? Wasn't it?
Yeah. Did you guys ever?
Yeah, we did get that.
Oh, cool.
We played that.
Yeah.
Well, why don't we? Can you do the original? Do you know?
That's the more politically correct version.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever guys tried this on the air here?
Have we? Yeah, I think we have. I don't know. Gosh, Henry, it's been so long since I've seen you, and I just thought that would be great to kind of maybe sit here and talk about some things like the weather. Have you noticed how hot it's gotten? Oh my God, and the humidity.
She's talking again.
I have some friends that have shown
really
up
bugging
at
me.
the
She's
beach
talking
wearing the
again.
most ungodly outfits.
So embarrassing. I look at my friend.
I don't know what women are thinking.
I think
these
she's
days.
psycho because she's talking and talking and talking and talking and talking and
that's great,
talking.
but at least make sure your surgeon gets your nipples in the right place, because I hate it when they skew left. God, what is that all about? You would think.
She's talking again. I need a cigarette. She's talking
And
again.
there's the other.
I wish we never met. She's talking again. She's like a TV set. She's talking and talking and talking. I'm gonna go insane.
Cellulite was something everybody.
I'm in
has,
horrific
so why
pain.
would you even do that to yourself? And then
I think she's on cocaine.
Scars, your stomach looks like a battleground.
Maybe I
now.
need
It's
some
not
because she's
attractive.
talking and talking
Oh my
and
God.
talking and talking.
And I'll tell you what, if she
I
wears that
don't
bathing
care
suit
about
one
a
more time,
word
I am
you
gonna
say.
have to-
You
I don't know.
already told that stupid
Strap her to
story
her room so she
anyway.
sees a
I'm
mirror.
gonna get a 38 and blow myself away because you're talking.
You look at yourself in the mirror and go, this is as good as I am ever going to look. Oh, my God. And to go out in public like that? What is she thinking? I was at a black tie event
She's
the other night.
talking
Henry,
again.
and the girl had
It's
on the
really
strip.
bugging me. She's talking again.
In a beautiful
It's so
tuxedo.
embarrassing.
She
I look
has
at
on
my
this
friends.
Unbelievably low
I think
cut
she's
dress.
psycho because she's
I
talking
couldn't
and
believe
talking
it.
and
Here we
talking.
are trying to raise money for a charity, and her breasts are hanging out.
She's talking again.
Oh my God, she's 55 years old. Come
She's
on,
talking
man.
again.
Press your age. What are you trying to prove?
She's talking
we all
again.
know that once you start drinking, you're going to hit on your husband's best friend, and that is not
She's
attractive.
talking again.
Yeah, right.
See what you miss when you're gone for just a couple of months, hon?
Wow.
Christy Lee, along with Henry Phillips. I heard something about nipples the wrong way
Have
and
you ever
breasts hanging
seen
out.
that?
Skewing the wrong way?
Yeah.
Sometimes they put them back, they're not exactly
Okay, thank you.
lined up.
Yeah, it kind of looked like Marty Feldman nipples.
Is that what they call it in the textbooks?
I
for the
think so.
plastic surgery?
Hi, everybody. Chick McGee here from the Bob and Tom Show. I want to tell you about the NFL season coming up. We got together with the folks at Big Green Egg, and each and every week, you're going to have a chance to win a Mini Max Big Green Egg during the Pigskin Pick'em program on the Bob and Tom Show.
I do like porn, but I'm going to ask you guys a favor. We get a lot of emails sent to the show. You can stop sending me porn clips, okay? Thanks, but no thanks. I appreciate it, but I'll be honest, I want to find my own porn, okay? T-Rex doesn't want to be fed. T-Rex wants to hunt. That's...
Eating well without the hassle. Simply choose your meals and enjoy fresh, flavor-packed meals delivered to your door, ready in just 2 minutes. No prep, no mess. Head to factormeals.com/BobandTom50 and use the code BobandTom50 to get 50% off. The code BobandTom50 at factormeals.com/BobandTom50 to get 50% off.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Why isn't Mrs. Claus named Santa Clara?
I like Clara Claus, but I think Santa is only for
No, isn't
him.
she? Isn't she Mrs. Claus?
What is her actual name, though?
What is her first name?
We don't know.
No. Gertrude is what it says here.
Gertrude. Gertie Claus? Gerties are really ugly or really hot.
Gertrude kind of suits her body type.
You hear Gertrude and you think round, don't
think
you?
a fatty fat.
No, I think a big, beautiful woman.
No, you don't.
Oh, you don't.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, this is Augie Smith, and you're listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
Rob Haney is our guest. Now, Rob, are you...
Well, I was, as you might know, I try to be clean, and this is, I feel I might be going over the board with this, but what's the show that's always about sex? It's only
Real Personal?
Well, then back me up if you saw this. The night they had Dr. Ruth Westheimer on as a guest, and this is all true. I don't know how I'm going to clean this up. This guy calls in to ask Dr. Ruth for advice. And he said that he had been dating this girl, but he broke up with her because she had, and this is the hard part, she had extreme odor.
All right.
That's what the man said. I'm sorry, but that's what and anyways, he said that since they had broken up, they had remained close friends. And she had dated 2 other guys, and those relationships broke off.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. And I think we're going to go over to Josh now and get the coffee report this morning.
Oh, how is the coffee today?
How is the coffee, Josh?
It's hot and robust, but not assuming. It's very, very, very good.
What flavor have you chosen this morning?
Right now, I'm enjoying many flavors
Yes.
every morning. This is currently Folgers Classic.
Nice. Good choice.
Wow.
What does that mean, not assuming?
You are all-American.
It means...
Does your coffee usually, well, I assume you're a jackass? That's why you're drinking me?
How dare you insult the flavor profile of...
Don't you dislike presumptuous coffee more than anything?
Yes. My goodness.
Yes. Mm-hmm. There's a nice bite to it.
You love pretentious coffee, don't you?
Well, I'm drinking it by definition, I think.
I like a simple, just black. Give me black mud.
I'm with you.
That's what I
Black mud.
Yeah.
Cup o' Joe.
Oh, I had a good one yesterday morning. Boy.
No cream, no sugar,
No, nothing for me.
Really?
Very manly.
Man,
Oh, is it? I just like it that way.
I like my coffee like I like my milkshakes.
Yeah.
Cold?
A lot of whipped cream.
Cold, whipped cream.
Creamy?
Sweet.
Okay.
Sweet. Make your teeth hurt. Oh, yeah.
Oof.
Well,
on a rare occasion.
Welcome back to the show. Thanks for joining. I'll urge you once again to go to the Bob and Tom website, bobandtom.com/contest. See how you're doing in your pigskin picks, of course, because we are deep into week 8. The shoe-in had a pretty good weekend.
Yeah, 3-2.
But you can win the Big Green Egg Mini Max. Get the details. And we'll look forward to the beginning of week 9. But week 8 isn't over yet. We've got a Monday nighter.
Who plays tonight?
Some are saying it's a Super Bowl preview.
Detroit and who? The Raiders? Oh.
You saying that, if that means some are saying it, then you're right.
That's what I hear.
You were the only one. Well, and you saying it, you're wearing headphones, so you hear it. No one else is saying
You know,
that.
Tom is a big sports expert now. He listens to sports radio.
Occasionally. Now, we have Christy Lee at the Bob and Tom News Desk. We're going to get some more Halloween requests coming up in a matter of moments. But first...
This is kind of scary. A guy in Washington State is accused of trying to hire a prostitute for himself and his miniature horse.
Miniature
okay,
horse.
miniature, I see.
Is that going to make it any better?
Well, at least she could accommodate it.
Well,
but he still hung like a horse.
True.
according to the probable cause statement, a detective from the Bellevue Police Department contacted the Cowlitz County Sheriff's Office to report the man was communicating with a person on a website where users can solicit prostitutes.
Yeah.
The 48-year-old had allegedly offered to pay a person $440 to touch him and his miniature horse in an intimate fashion.
Just touch, not make love to.
He told the potential
440 seems kind of light for something that's sick.
And oddly specific.
told the potential prostitute he was having a difficult time finding a willing participant to join him, as the, quote, last 2 gals I asked said it was noticeably outside their comfort zone. The man was later arrested on charges of animal cruelty and patronizing a prostitute.
But he
didn't touch the horse, did he?
Yeah. Those charges should be dropped immediately.
Why?
Because he didn't do it. You can't. This isn't Minority Report. You can't charge this guy for things he hasn't done yet.
Really? Okay.
So his intention is not okay.
Did he clarify that it was a miniature horse for the?
Maybe
I'm sure. Maybe. Well, I would hope.
Tom, you're right, though. You would think 440 per, wouldn't you? Not just for both.
I mean, when you say I want you to service me and the horse I rode in on, that is just so wrong. Wow.
Hopefully there's a lady out there listening to this news story who goes, oh, man, I've always wanted to.
See, you got to, here's the thing.
Maybe.
Justice turned on.
I think you want to look at the positive side of this.
What?
Aren't you glad you woke up this morning and didn't want to have to search for a horse?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a really...
I could barely take care of 2 dogs. I can't imagine.
That's what a sad story.
What a mess. Throw in a miniature pony into that thing.
Aren't you glad you didn't get...
Miniature pony crap everywhere.
Get that particular... What would you call that? Was that a perversion, technically?
Affectation, please.
Really?
Well, your labor, he's saying it's a perversion means that you're thinking that it's a perversion.
A reason to cast aspersions.
You see
Do
the
we
problem.
have a song?
Toby Keith?
Oh.
You ready?
He's not here. Oh.
All right, here we go. I'd like to have a little company, but I can't get loving out here for free. I'm a lonely man after a bad divorce. It's just me on the farm, yeah, me and my horse. Oh, me and my horse. Loving is the one thing you always need, so ride me hard, service my steed. You do me and then you do them. I'll pay you now, I'll hit an ATM. I heard you're a hooker from several sources. Get frisky with me and be a hoe for my horse. Frisky with me and a hole for my horse. Woo!
Very nice.
Beautiful. Happy Monday, everybody.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Man.
What a weird. Do you think? I don't even want.
Is that a fetish?
Does he want to watch her do that, or is it both at the same time? Like, what's going on there?
I don't know. Yeah. Talk about a Pegasus. Strap on. Never mind. Yeah. There's probably a service for this. I don't know. God, it's just again, be happy you didn't wake up thinking about doing that. That's all I can say. I got a quick request for the Halloween season.
That's right. Even though I said it was a perversion. Good luck to you.
No, I think that any semi-licensed psychologist would say, well, if you want to have relations with a horse, maybe you need to see a doctor. Just saying. I think it seems to me to be incredibly unnatural. This is... a story that you'll see the connection to Halloween in a matter of moments.
Mike Toomey is our guest. So how'd you get here? Did you drive, fly, take
Pitch
the
in
bus?
for gas money?
Yeah,
we pitched in. I've had to take a Greyhound a number of which is, to me, still the worst experience of my life was doing it because the drivers tend to not want to shut up. I don't know if you've ever been on one or if you blocked it out of your mind completely, but you're pulling out, and this is 3 o'clock in the morning, home from Cleveland. This guy's like, welcome aboard Greyhound bus number 1117. We should be arriving in Chicago approximately 10:30 a.m. The bathrooms are located in the far rear of the bus if you have to use them for any reason. Also, the smoking mug, would you shut up? You think you can fall asleep. Like 45 minutes later, you do that thing where you're not sure if you slept or not, and you wake up and he's like, because marriage is a big step.
That's right.
Yes, that's how that.
That's right.
It's 6 hours later, still talking. You wake up. Trick or treating was always fun by my house. We all never seemed to get none of the candy we wanted. We was always hoping for stuff like Snicker bars, and peanut butter cups, Whoppers, and Junior Mint, Snow Cap, Raisinette, Goober, Slowpoke, Milk Dud, Butterfinger, Baby Ruth, Kit Kat, Lemon Hip, Red Hot, Smarties, Sweet Tart, Ike and Mike, Good and Plenty, Good and Fruity, Starburst, Now and Later, Tangy Taffy, Wacky Wafer, Bottle Cap, Big Buddy, Bub's Daddy, Sour Ball, Jolly Rancher, Marathon, Milky Way, Free Three Musketeer bar, Hershey with nuts, Chunky with raisins, Chuckles, Bitter Honey Payday, Zagnut, Powerhouse. You get the idea. That's pretty much.
Getting a lot of candy bars out there. What do you think is number one? Is it the Reese's?
The
It
Reese's.
is the Reese's Cup.
Yeah, we've had that.
Pretty wild.
Yeah, still.
Never.
Can't go wrong.
So
Until you crack the code, man, and you eat enough Reese's Cups, which, yeah, that's what I'm saying about me, is that if you get an aged Reese's Cup, it's no good. Reese's Cups are old or no good. Fresh ones, those are the best, man.
Do they have a born-on date on them?
I don't think they do. I think they should.
Do you enjoy frozen?
Yes, and that cuts it a little bit, but still, the best ones are the fresh, right out of the machine. That's why I spend most of my summers in Hershey, Pennsylvania. Is that right? That's right.
What do you think is the worst?
Candy bar?
Yeah.
Or candy?
Worst candy.
Oh, man.
What were the ones covered in coconuts? What were those?
Yeah, I don't like the texture. It feels like I got a hair in my mouth.
No, that's what. Well, it had coconut in it.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes you feel like a nut. Sometimes you don't.
Okay.
I like. Or I don't care for circus peanuts. Those that
shouldn't be called a candy. That's more.
I know, but
it's a joke.
Yeah.
I remember I was losing my teeth on Bonomo's Turkish taffy. It hardened.
I'm kind of with Josh on there. Anything with a raisin masquerading in a candy bar. Although I love raisins.
Yeah.
Not in a candy bar.
Chocolate-covered raisins?
Oh, those are okay. But that's not a candy bar.
Right.
True.
Yeah, get it out of the chunky or whatever the heck.
Oh.
Well, now we have some more Halloween requests on the way, but let's get back to the news desk with Christy Lee.
Sex experts are making news again today.
Sexperts, please.
Well, okay, sexperts.
Thank you.
Tom hates that. They spoke to the New York. So they spoke to the New York Times. So it would never be a sexpert to the New York Times. It would be a sex expert.
I see.
And now, who said they were experts?
I don't know. They shared some sex myths. That they wish would go away. I can read 3.
Okay.
Out of 8.
Yeah, some of them are a little too.
Number 1, everyone else is having more sex than you.
Myth.
That's right. Debbie Hembernick at the Indiana University School of Public Health said, quote, about 1 in 3 people have had no partnered sex in the prior year.
1 in 3. Okay.
33%.
Right.
Wow.
That's a lot. She said research shows sexual activity has declined in recent years.
Overall in the world?
I don't know about in the world.
How do they know that?
Jesus.
Is that in her life or just asking?
Myth number 2, sex means penetration. Well, Clinton told us that, didn't he? Professor of psychology, Dr. Lori Mintz, found the percentage of women who said they orgasm from penetration alone to be 4% or less.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I think technically sex is penetration, though. They're just not.
What? What's happening?
Well, they say that sex means penetration is a myth.
No, the myth is that you can only orgasm that way. I think is what they mean, but.
Okay, that's not how it's written, but you're probably
Does it specify penetrating what?
See, here's the problem.
What do you want to hear?
Well, let's just.
You know what?
We're only getting part of the story.
I mean, the previous guy.
You can really ruin a lot of surveys.
The previous guy put the hoe in Hi-Ho Silver.
No one can dumbass over a survey, a sex survey like you can. You know that?
What's the third myth?
Your male member doesn't stack up.
Oh, the myth is, it's not good enough?
Yeah.
I see.
Likewise, studies show that many men worry that their penises do not measure up, even though many partners say they do not prefer an especially large.
Now, wait a second. You can't tell us in the same survey only 4% of women orgasm through intercourse and then say, but that doesn't mean your penis doesn't stack up. Numbers suggest that is the problem.
Does it have the one in there that says sleeping with bald guys helps you lose weight, ladies?
Oh,
is that really?
Same goes for smart Alex.
Does it have the one in there that the best birth control method is pulling out?
No, I don't know. That's not on my sheet.
That's just
real lube over spit. Is that?
Can we figure out what? But there were some that you didn't want to talk about.
Racy.
Is it condoms are cheaper than college tuition? Is that in there?
Real lube versus saliva was okay.
Where have scientists fallen on the douching with soda argument?
Yeah, they found that that's not a good idea.
That was the Pepsi challenge. It managed to not work with either Pepsi or Coke. However, I hear Diet Dr. Pepper
somehow does it
from the can only.
Yeah, and you put an aspirin in the bottle and shake it up, and then you do it, right? Yeah.
I have another survey here. This one reveals people's bathroom cleaning habits.
Oh, no.
Or lack thereof. According to the poll of 2,000 adults, the average person cleans their bathroom less than once a week.
Oh, I would fall in that.
When they do clean, people spend about 10 minutes on a quick bathroom clean.
Well, sure.
What do you want me to do? What am I supposed to do?
Okay, Tom, how often do you clean your bathroom? After every time you go?
No, I'd like to keep it clean. It's very clean all the time.
Yes.
You could walk in
Do you scrub the bowl every time you go?
Oh, no.
You don't have one of those wands?
No,
with a scrubby brush on the end of it? And
yeah, you got to have one of those.
If you walked in my bathroom, it looks like you walked into a hotel room bathroom for the first time. There's nothing out.
Oh.
Everything is put away, and I have a sponge, and I wash the bowl sink every time.
You have your own drawer?
4 of them.
Oh,
wait a minute,
nice.
no, 3 of them. Sorry.
Yeah.
New rules, nothing out.
Nothing out. Nothing. 0.
Okay.
For both of you.
More or less.
Do you have your own bathroom, or
No. We share a bathroom.
Oh, it's awful.
I found out the other day that apparently the crack in the door emits too much light, so I'm now fumbling in the dark.
What?
No, I'm kidding.
You
have got to. Who pays the?
You have got to think.
Bill?
You have got to think before you talk.
No, I'm joking.
Oh, yeah. You know what? I'm just joking. I think Josh will agree with me. You totally saved it just now. Totally saved it.
Did you see some of these common triggers for cleaning the bathroom?
Yeah, hold on. I got one more. Around 50%.
Visible feces. That's usually.
That's what happens here.
Yeah.
Around 50% admitted they only pay special attention to the bathroom when expecting guests. What if you have an unexpected guest drop in? But common triggers for cleaning include hair around the sink.
Oh, God. It makes me sick.
Dirty mirrors and clogged drains.
You ever go to someone's house and you can tell that they've been flossing and there are literally hunks of beef and chicken on the mirror?
No.
So
what?
Gross. Yeah,
Where are you going?
Boy, we've all hit the mirror while flossing, but I hope it's an immediate cleanup.
Your friends.
Yeah, hair in the sink totally grosses me out.
There's always a whisker. I typically, Chick, you're a bearded man, and you take very good care of it.
Thank you.
Would you say any given day there's a whisker or two in your sink?
I would think.
Yeah. It's hard to get all of them.
How about the shower? I don't like those pube bunnies floating around.
There's no getting around.
What do you mean you don't like those pube bunnies?
There's no getting around it, man.
There's a way to get around pube bunnies. Yeah.
Oh, that, but not the whiskers.
Sure. Yeah. Now, Pat, I know your idea of cleaning the toilet is sort of peeing a little loop around the bowl.
Well, that can
very, very clean.
You can power wash a couple things off.
You're kind of a mess.
Semi-dried shrapnel.
I think it's normal to clean your bathroom once a week, right?
That sounds totally reasonable to me. Yeah. Any more than that seems... Well, I don't know. You have a family of 6. Maybe you do have to.
Well, if the family's sick, sure,
right.
But I don't.
No, not sick.
Oh,
family of 6.
Oh, 6.
If you have a sick family, you probably should have
a lot of vomiting.
Yeah. Well, we've all had food poisoning. We'll still give it another week.
Stay out of that back bathroom.
Boy, oh boy.
Have you ever been in that position, Tom, where you and your whomever you're living with, both? It's an emergency. You both are like suffering from food poisoning, and that that bathroom. You have to. You're fighting over it.
The sink is yours.
Is that
Don't
right?
you have 2 bathrooms?
Well,
sometimes
there have been times when.
Yeah, sometimes I don't think I've ever actually shared a puke-a-thon. Puke-a-thon.
You've never held hair back while someone vomits?
I have not.
That's interesting.
What's coming up next, Christy Lee?
Coming up, we have, speaking of clean, one restaurant credits their special sauce to a jar that hasn't been cleaned in 60 years.
I don't know about this.
Do we have a...
Just real quick, Christy, real quick. Do you think women keep a bathroom cleaner than men in general?
I think you'd throw everything off.
In general, yes.
Okay, well, it's something to give some thought to.
Unless there's a freak for the playing for the guys team like you.
I
Coming
think
up.
younger people...
With a Q-tip. Have you ever cleaned a bathroom with a Q-tip? And you know what I'm asking.
I've done some detailing.
That's what I thought.
Okay, we'll be right back. We'll discuss all of this. We have the Ig Nobel Prizes. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
For a complete copy of the Bob and Tom Show contest rules, go to bobandtom.com/contest-rules or just scroll down to the
Here we go. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. Yeah. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. All you need is a 10 and a 5-er, car key and a sober driver. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. Couple of frat guys from Abilene drove out all night to see Robert Earl Keen at the K-Pig Swine and Soiree dance. They wore baseball caps and khaki pants. They wanted cigs, so to save some money, they got one off a hippie that smelled kind of funny. Next thing they knew, they were both really hungry and pretty thirsty too. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. All you need is a 10 and a 5-er, car key and a sober driver. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. They found a store with the sign said their beer was coldest. They sent in Brad because he looked the oldest. He got a case of beer and a candy bar. Walked over to where all them registers are. Laid his fake ID on the countertop. Clerk looked, he turned, he looked back up, he stopped. He said, "Kid, I'm not gonna call the cops, but I'm gonna have to keep this card." The guys both took it pretty hard, singing if you know it, even in your car. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. All you need is a 10 and a 5-er, car key and a sober driver. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. Met this other old hippie named Sleepy John. He said he was the guy from the Robert Earl Keen song, so they gave him their cash. He bought him some brews. It was a beautiful day out in Santa Cruz. They were feeling so good, should have been a crime. The crowd was cool and the band was prime. They made it back up front to their seats just in time to sing with all their friends. The road goes on forever and the party never ends. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. All you need is a 10 and a 5-er, a car key and a sober driver. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. Yeah. Hello.
There it is.
Wow.
Buffett's final album will come out on Friday. It's called Equal Strain on All Parts and was recorded earlier this year. Buffett died last month. Guest musicians on this particular album include Paul McCartney, Emmylou Harris, and the Preservation Hall Jazz Band with Angelico Kidjodo. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Hey, hi, this is Tom.
And this is Chick from the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, Christy, what's the best way to get full access to the show?
Hey, what? You introduced me.
That would be to become a Bob and Tom VIP.
Very good. Now, Josh, what's a feature of Bob and Tom VIP?
Wait a minute.
Well, the live 5-camera video stream of the show, plus a podcast of the show, and comedy from the Bob and Tom archives.
Excellent. Chick, what do you have to say for yourself?
Become a Bob and Tom VIP now. Just go to bobandtom.com/VIP.
See, that was worth the wait, wasn't it?
Bob and Tom. They put the F in professional.
Wow, what am I going to do? I've got to get this box to Los Angeles by tomorrow.
So just FedEx it.
Are you kidding? It's too big.
Well, then overnight it by train.
By train. All the way across the country overnight. Are you crazy?
No, pal, he's not crazy. The famous Norfolk and Winston Railroad has just merged with WayPal delivery services. Together, our new company will revolutionize the overnight delivery business. Ask for us by name. We're...
Hold it. You're telling me you can get this 2,000-pound package from New York to L.A. overnight by train?
Norfolk and WayPal, overnight. Absolutely, positively.
Absolutely, positively, we will get you through it. There's Norfolk and WayPal, we are gonna do it.
When you go by rail, no package is too large, and we'll get it there overnight.
Norfolk and WayPal.
That's the name. We do it by train, cross country, by rail, overnight. There's Norfolk and WayPal.
Here at the Bronx Zoo, we actually shipped Washoe the gorilla to the San Diego Zoo overnight. We had to pry his eyes open on the West Coast, but he's fine now. Absolutely, positively.
Absolutely, positively, we will get you through it. There's Norfolk and WayPal, we are gonna do it.
Ask for us by name, overnight by train. Norfolk and WayPal, Norfolk, Virginia.
Hi, this is comedian Rob Haney, and you're listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
Tom Simmons is our guest. I understand you've been to Afghanistan, I assume, on one of the USO-type tours.
The Comics on Duty.
Okay, good for you.
Afghanistan is desolate, man. Everything is dirt. Every building, every structure is like dirt. We don't need satellite-guided bombs. We just should drop water balloons.
That'll muddy you. Wow.
Turn that place into mud and farmland, and it'll be great.
Have you run this strategic idea by the people at the Pentagon?
Yeah, it'd save us a lot of money.
This is positively
launching
brilliant.
a massive hydro attack. That's what we're going to do. And,
all of these fire bombs are merely drawing it out.
Can I tell you something?
We're helping these.
My mother used to chew her toenails
No way.
in front of me.
Oh, God.
Oh, boy. Clothed or not?
Clothed.
Oh, thank God. that is a visual.
Poor Bob has lost it over there.
a little best of right here. Right here.
That would be,
Totally naked.
I think
How did you even think of that?
You would get,
See anything you like, boy?
I think you'd
remember
get
that.
free psychiatry for life, free Prozac, whatever you want.
program for that.
We are going to fix you.
How about it, boy? See anything you like?
You can imagine the twisting that would be
There's a
involved.
lot of people who can't even do that.
Okay.
She was very limber.
Show's over.
Bob and Tom, 24/7. Oh, yeah.
That coming up.
Hey, well, welcome back. Well, to the Bob and Tom Show. Tom Griswold's over there. What do you look like you're reaching?
No, I was just trying to find some information about the question I asked. Christy had a news story about scrubbing one's bathroom.
Yeah.
That the average person cleans their bathroom once a week.
Hasn't that always been one of the big turnoffs about dating is a guy's dirty bathroom?
Yeah.
Right? Something like that, or leaving the bathroom filthy.
It said 50% admit they only pay attention to their bathroom when expecting guests. Now, do you have a parlor bathroom at your house, Christy?
Yes, and it's in the worst spot because it's right next to...
In the center of the kitchen.
The bed.
Almost in the center of the kitchen because it's...
So if people have to use it, they're right there?
You're right there, yes.
Yikes, that's
where mine is, right by the kitchen, yeah.
So has anyone ever gone in there and they shut the door and you hear, oh, boy. None of that?
Show them who's boss.
It's awkward, I have to tell you.
Get out of me!
Well, we're having hot browns.
Well, the worst part is it's like almost like a little breezeway between the kitchen and a little sitting room, and so the back of a chair sits right up against the bathroom wall.
Did you say a sitting room?
Yes.
Okay.
This is interesting.
I live in an old house.
The worst part about cleaning a bathroom is the tub. For me, I can't stand.
Do you use your tub?
No, guests do though. So
wait a minute.
I have in my bathroom. I have a stand-up shower thing.
Okay.
No tub, yeah, but the guest bathroom has a tub.
All right. Okay.
Well, I'd say to make the guests
clean up after themselves.
Clean up after themselves.
I should
leave the little Tilex bottle and the rag out there.
No, you greet them. Hi, welcome to my home. Here's your bucket. You know, they're cleaning supplies in the bucket. Absolutely.
Wow. Now, what else have you got over there, Christy Lee?
A restaurant in Tokyo, Japan claims it dips its famous pork skewers in a sauce jar that has not been cleaned in 60 years.
Terrific.
They're putting pork in there?
The restaurant called Abe-chan was recently featured.
That's Japanese for trichinosis.
On a Japanese television show where it was revealed that staff continuously add more sauce to the stall's sauce jar without cleaning it out. Footage shows the pot covered in a huge mass of congealed sauce. Just threw up in my mouth a little bit. The practice has apparently been ongoing for 3 generations, with the current owner believing the sauce pot is key to their business success.
Isn't this like constant stew that would take people out?
Health experts told the program that as long as the sauce is heat treated long enough, there should not be any danger of bacterial contamination.
All right.
I'm not taking a chance.
Yeah. No, I've been to restaurants where the restrooms haven't been cleaned in 60 years. But not the saucepan.
Now, would you eat there after you went to the bathroom?
I don't understand how that's possible. Pork?
Yeah, there's something going on there that's poison, right?
Isn't
After
pork the one you
60
get
years.
trichinosis from?
If it's not, but the pork is already cooked. It's put into a sauce.
But if they're dipping it in there, okay. Well.
Yeah, the pork is okay.
Yeah, the pork is fine because it's already.
It's still, no thanks.
Yeah.
I know that when I had pork tartare, I found
chemically
the vomiting somewhat.
Yeah.
What's the difference between this and a well-seasoned iron skillet?
Cast
iron skillet.
The heat, I guess. Yeah, so long as there's heat in the sauce.
Oh, there's heat cooking off the yeah.
Okay, all right.
I don't know.
I'll pass.
So maybe they cook off the bad things before you eat it, but the flavor stays.
The place is called what?
That's what the experts are saying.
Abe-chan.
Okay.
Well, it is in Japan.
I know, but I mean,
why do I feel like Abe Chan's a guy from Teaneck?
Abe Chan.
I'm Abe Chan. How you doing?
I mean, it sounds like a
try the sauce.
Sort of a mixed.
Hi, I'm Abraham Chan.
Oh boy.
From Illinois, Chinatown.
My mom.
Hey, she said, it's getting colder outside. Are you getting hungry? Neuroscientists at Scrip Research have discovered how cold temperatures trigger the brain to make humans and other mammals hungry.
Just the opposite over here.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's interesting.
Colder it is, the less hungry you are?
Yeah.
Wow.
I've always been that way.
Huh.
It's weird, right?
Not me. It's give me all the dumplings.
Give me all the comfort food you have. Mac and cheese,
If it's cold outside, you want to go inside, where the food is.
Mammals burn more energy to maintain normal body temperature.
Still be warm without being food, you weirdo.
When exposed to cold, which then triggers an increase in appetite and feeding.
This is an old survival instinct thing.
Yeah, wouldn't this be like logical?
Yes, yeah, of course.
Researchers have now identified a cluster of neurons, though, that do respond to cold temperature-induced energy loss and hunger. This could one day actually lead to potential treatments for weight loss. Oh, interesting.
Son of a gun.
So people eat more when it's cold outside.
Yes, because you need more fuel to keep your body warm.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Yeah.
Because you're wearing more clothes, and none of your friends can tell you're putting on weight.
That's true, too.
Sure. But, I enjoy a nice, delicious meal when it's freezing outside. No? Isn't this why the winter Hunger Games are so much more exciting?
That's exactly right, yes. The summer Hunger Games that happen every 4 years.
Right. Are you going to go this year? Are you competing this year, by the way?
No, thank you. Coming up, We have, is that a meteorite that caused the hole in our deck? And a very unhappy ex-girlfriend who shows up at the wedding.
Oh, it's a nightmare.
Good
Love
for
it.
you.
Love everything about it.
Yeah, get your revenge.
Damn right.
The revenge was
We'll tell you.
odoriferous and moist.
Oh, no.
When we come back, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. The show is also out there for you on our YouTube channel. Watch and subscribe.
Bob and Tom, well-meaning, but
yeah, they're all messed up.
More than slightly confused.
When we first started talking about it, it seemed so far away, but now it's just a few weeks away. Friday, November 17th, the North Star Mohican Casino Resort in Bowler, Wisconsin. The Bob and Tom Show will be broadcasting live in the morning. You can come on by and see the morning show. It's free. It'll be right there at the casino in their auditorium. Then that night, the first show is already sold out. You have to have tickets for this, the Bob and Tom Show Comedy Tour. The second show on sale now. Tickets just $20. Get this. Pat Godwin, Josh Arnold, Jeff Oskey, and Willie Griswold. Perhaps you've heard of those fine young comedians. They will be together on stage doing their stand-up comedy. Special guest MC Chick McGee and Tom Griswold. Perhaps you've heard of those fine folks as well. They will all be in attendance at the Bob and Tom Show Comedy Tour, and we hope you'll be there as well, joining us. Again, show number 2 starts at 10:30 that night, so you're going to have to stay up a little bit late. But Chick McGee's going to do it, and so can you. Tickets, again, just $20. Head to North Star Mohican Casino Resort /entertainment.
Once again, Bo Burnham is our guest, and he has a little tour going. We'll give you some of those dates in a second. Go ahead, Bo.
Every time I go to dinner, seems like I'm getting a little bit thinner. I'll sit down at the breakfast table. I can talk while they're not able. When I look at them, I find there's a single question on their mind. I wish I could go back to the way it was. It's not easy now because my whole family thinks I'm gay. I guess it's always been that way. Well, maybe it's because of the way that I walk. Makes them think I like boys.
Oh, my.
The goddamn question just won't go away. And I get asked every single day. But the way they ask it is not a disguise. Like, how was your day? Do you like to kiss guys? This is the worst, baby. This was my fear. Now their opinions are crystal clear. Because my whole family now is shocked. I'm in the closet and the door is locked. Well, now my glory days are gone. I was John Elway, now I'm Elton John. Well, my whole family now suspects that watching SpongeBob had side effects. I'm not gay, and that's what I said. If I'm gay, hey God, strike me dead.
That's a joke.
Just cause I'm afraid of the snow, or my favorite color is the rainbow. I'm just joking. This is the worst, baby, this was my fear. Now their opinions are crystal clear, yeah. Because even my boyfriend thinks I'm gay. I'm just... Oh, God. You all probably think I'm gay. Man, this song is counterproductive. La 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 la. Because my whole family thinks I'm gay. I said, what did they know anyway? You gotta look right through the haze. Easy bake oven was just a phase. And my whole family thinks I'm queer. That is all I ever hear. But I've been as straight as a ramp, if you don't count Bible camp. Bible camp. I'm not gay, I swear. Kind of.
Whoa, Burnham.
Hey, it's Josh, and of course...
Hi, Chick McGee, everybody. Your chance to win a Mini Max Big Green Egg for Bob and Tom at Big Green Egg. Each week, someone will win a Mini Max Big Green Egg.
It's the Bob and Tom Show Pig Skin Pick'em, powered by the Big Green Egg.
Go to bobandtom.com/contest on the computer.
Is that where you go? Are we eligible?
Totally naked.
I think
How did you even think of that?
You would get,
see anything you like, boy?
I think you
remember
get
that.
free psychiatry for life. I think you would. I think you'd get a psychiatrist. I'm sorry. Your mother bit her toenails naked in front of you as a child. Here. You have free psychiatry for life, free Prozac, whatever you want.
Program for that.
We are going to fix you.
How about it, boy? See anything you like?
I mean,
Lord, help us, Lord.
You can imagine the twisting that would be involved.
There's a lot of people who can't even do that.
Okay. She was very limber.
Show's over.
Everybody out.
This is Jimmy Pardo. You are listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
Today's Cliff Notes Theater, the monumental epic movie, Titanic.
Oh.
Man, this is some boat. Uh-oh.
This has been Cliff Notes Theater. Cliff Notes Theater, when you just don't have time to set through the whole movie.
Bob and Tom.
For your information, these are two of the worst kids I have ever encountered in my life, and I work the state fair.
We 1,000 an hour.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, Chick.
There's Josh Arnold. Chick. He's at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair. There's Ace Cosby. Hey. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much, Chick. A real quick reminder, we have that beautiful orangeinsoles.com kegerator. It's out there. It's actually not out there. It's actually right there next to Ace. And you could win that, baby. Go to bobandtom.com/contest. Thank you, orangeinsoles.com. Some sad news over the weekend, really sad for us. Matthew Perry, the very fine actor, has died.
Yeah, at the age of 54, he was found dead in his hot tub at his Los Angeles home. The investigation into exactly how he died is ongoing. The Emmy-nominated actor was most well-known, of course, for portraying Chandler Bing on the series of Friends. He was once again 54 years old.
I was a huge fan of his version of The Odd Couple that he did with Thomas Lennon.
I love Thomas Lennon,
really,
too.
really funny. And he was great in a lot of movies, like The Whole Nine Yards and many others.
That's as funny as it gets.
He's really good. There's an interesting quote that I read. I think I've got it here. He has a really good book out there, and it's his autobiography. It's called Friends, Lovers, and the Big Terrible Thing, a memoir. But
and he does read the audiobook. I've just wrapped that up about a month ago, actually.
But he actually has written that he wanted to be remembered. He said something to the effect of, when I die, my obit will be friends, 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 friends. But he really wanted to be remembered for someone who helped people with his struggle with sobriety.
Yeah.
He says, here is the exact quote, when I die, people will talk about friends, 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 and I'm glad of that. Happy I've done some work as an actor as well as given people multiple chances to make fun of my struggles on the World Wide Web. But when I die, as far as my so-called accomplishments go, it'd be nice if friends were listed far behind the things I try to do to help other people. I know it won't happen, but it would be nice. So that's how he wants to be remembered, as someone who struggled with sobriety. Interesting background. He went to high school with
Pierre Trudeau.
Yeah.
And his stepfather is Keith Morrison from Dateline.
Yeah. And his mom, I believe, was Trudeau's
press secretary, I think. Yeah.
So, and he was a very good tennis player. But anyway,
and he was
super sad story.
Big pickleball player. He just played a couple hours before. He got into his hot tub. And big fan of Batman, too.
One of my all-time favorites.
Yeah.
He always has been.
He had the bat signal on the bottom of his pool.
He said that he'd come up in the book. He came up with the "Could I be any more upset?" That was kind of the way him and a couple of his friends talked when they were kids in Canada, like 14, 15-year-old. They would make fun of a situation or something like that, and he just brought it.
Yeah, that was just him.
To the writers. I forget the name of his friends, but he said it was me, and he named the two kids, and I forget their last names. But it was
when he got that part, he said it was a guy that I could shake hands with. I knew that guy. Yeah. That was the closest.
And it really is a convoluted way how he got to be Chandler Bing. Because
that's pretty wild.
Craig Bierko went in to read for it, and Bierko was offered it, but he didn't take it because he didn't want to be in an ensemble. He wanted to be the star of the show, and obviously that's not the way Friends was set up. So that's how. And he went in late to read for it, and he knew. He said in the book he knew he was going to get it when he went. The way this has all happened, I'm going to get this, and of course he did. Yeah.
Wow. Read the book; it's wonderful. Yeah, check it out.
We have another. I don't know if you saw this one, but Night Court actor Richard Mall died at his home in Big Bear Lake, California over the weekend. He was 80.
Bull Shannon.
Yes.
Loved him.
He appeared on the show from 1984 to 1992. He actually had his head shaved for a sci-fi movie that he was auditioning for when he auditioned for Night Court. And the producer loved the look so much they asked him to keep it. So that's how that
funny.
Became a thing.
And that was
he was the bailiff.
That was a very unusual look.
Yes.
Those
at the time.
Today would be very common.
Right. Yeah.
Very an unusual look.
Well, on a much lighter note, a wedding in Bolivia descended into chaos after the groom's ex threw excrement at the newlywed couple.
Oh.
Something borrowed, something blue.
Something brown. Something.
No, I said...
Something pew.
I said rice. Misunderstood.
A woman showed up at the ceremony with a bucket filled with feces mixed with oil. The woman was said to be so jealous that her ex was marrying someone else.
Honey, I think it's messy enough. We don't need to add the oil. Okay, you want to add the oil?
Soiled both the bride and groom with the poop.
But that took limo sex off the scale.
Oh, God.
I can't imagine why the groom would wanted to break up with her.
Seems like a reasonable.
Yeah.
Speak now or forever.
Talk about conflict resolution, huh?
Oh. Speak now or forever hold your feces. Is that the traditional?
The bride reportedly posted after the incident on social media and said she hoped her husband's ex, quote, will let us live in peace after getting her revenge.
Oh,
man.
Was she a monkey? What the hell? The oil is an interesting touch.
Well, you're going to light it on fire.
I mean, that way it's really gonna stick and stain. And
I wonder what kind of oil she used.
Organic olive oil.
Avocado oil. Yeah.
Whatever happened to banging on
EVO?
Whatever happened to being on the second floor, banging on the glass, yelling Elaine?
Yeah. The good old days.
Yeah. Oh God, it's just awful.
Yeah.
Where was this?
Bolivia.
In Bolivia.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Makes perfect sense.
Those poop chuckers.
Bolivians.
I'm sorry. I thought
it's news when it doesn't happen. I tell you that.
I was just thinking that old joke when you were a kid. I believe it was East Asia, where the author was Who Flung Poo. Remember that classic?
Nope. No, I don't.
No. It was like Rusty Bed Springs by IP Knightley. No, none of these.
Well, no, there
are some.
He doesn't understand.
You're not dragging me down with you.
Yeah, one of them was Who Flung Poo.
Somebody's going to have to host best of. Okay? Keep talking, pal.
It's an old joke. Sorry.
All right.
I forgot. Jokes are illegal. No, my fault.
Authorities in New York City say a reckless driving suspect bit an NYPD officer's fingertip off. Queens District Attorney Melinda Katz said an officer spotted Lenny Rodriguez Cruz driving with license plates that were not registered to his vehicle. The 28-year-old allegedly refused to pull over and instead sped through a park. Kat said the driver hit 4 cars before he was finally apprehended, taken to a police station where he spit on the sergeant and bit his fingertip off.
Oh, off.
He now faces charges of assault on a police officer, driving under the influence of alcohol, and driving without a license.
Call the tip line. See if you can get it. I have a question. This is venturing into George Carlin-esque territory, but the word reckless.
Mm-hmm.
This guy hit 4 other cars. They call it reckless, but it would, right? I mean,
sounds like it was wreck full.
Yeah. You know, what's the old one? You drive in a parkway and park in a driveway, and from Carlin. And
can't they get you attempted murder?
You'd think.
A motor vehicle, right?
Something through
like
a park.
that.
Yeah, that's
I think so.
Yeah.
I love Carlin's one about the near miss. Really should be called a near hit, right?
Because a miss is a miss.
A miss is a miss. I'm sorry, but the word reckless is somewhat troubling. I'm just saying.
Let's not get off in the weeds.
Jumbo shrimp, right?
The guy bit off his finger. Okay.
Authorities are investigating the theft of 2 tanks of cattle semen. According to the BBC, the tanks are believed
Tanks for the cattle semen.
The tanks are believed to have been taken from an outbuilding in County Tyrone in Northern Ireland.
That's where you're supposed to keep it, in the living room.
It won't get stolen.
A tank of cow semen.
The tanks
How big are these tanks?
contained what has been described as a large quantity of cattle semen that were to be used for artificial insemination.
Hey, this milk tastes funny. No.
No, it tastes just right.
No, that's for the ranch dressing.
Police said the contents were of significant value.
Yeah, they're crazy. This is a hugely
But how do you-
lucrative.
I have a technical question. Do you have?
Does it have to be on dry ice
I
or
assume
something?
this is me not knowing anything about what I'm talking about as usual. Presumably, each sample of seed has to be isolated, right?
Yeah, in a little test tube thingy.
Well,
or a
not-
big.
It's not all mixed up like an
beaker.
Arnold Palmer. I mean,
No.
right?
Well, mixed up with what?
Other cattle semen.
No.
Isn't each particular?
Yes.
No, I don't
bowl-
know. I don't. No, you take it from each. No, I don't think that's. that's the case.
I
It's
would
semen.
I would have kind of thought, and this is
unless you want a purebred,
I would have thought cattle semen is cattle semen.
That would have to be.
But
no, I mean if you were say you were in the world of humans and they're doing what is it called intravenous, what is it?
In vitro
fertilization. Sorry.
Yeah, that's all right.
You wouldn't just go, well, we've got the potpourri squirt.
You know what? They should offer
40 guys were in there.
Just bring in the bukkake bucket. I don't care what I get. Redhead, black, doesn't matter to me.
This would be mookaki. No, I mean, it's presumably
I would think it would be separated. Isolated by the particular bull.
So you know what, I don't know. I mean,
who knows? Somebody will tell us.
Yes.
But is there...
Mark's going...
There is a process that they bring a bull to you. And
they will?
bull will get your cow.
Yeah, but in this case, it said they were large tanks of bull semen. It's not, maybe they are all mixed up.
There can't
a large
be...
tank, yeah.
they can't...
One load.
They can't separate each specimen out for each in particular.
Right, they're not like those
donor bull
tanks in Jurassic Park with each vial.
They're like giant.
How would you?
Maybe they are.
Maybe they are.
Liquid nitrogen.
Is there a black market thing? There's a guy walking through an alley. Psst. Bull semen.
Bull semen.
Hey, Luke, you holding? Splooge McDuck has
a big vat, a big tower full.
I don't know. So I mean, if you have giant tanks of bull semen, I mean, you would have thought the farmer would have seen this coming.
Behave yourself.
He would have.
You're a child.
He would have heard it coming had he been using Raycon everyday earbuds. Oh yeah. What do you listen to when you're inseminating the cows? Well, it doesn't matter. I listen on my Raycon everyday earbuds. That's a typical cow farmer.
Is it a cow farmer?
That is. You know, Raycons look, feel, and sound better than ever with 3 sound profiles to match whatever you're listening to, whatever you're doing. They feature noise isolation and awareness mode. And you can listen while you travel, during a grueling workout, on the job with the cows and the bulls, and Optimized gel tips for the perfect in-ear fit from Raycon. They fit every ear ever made. And remember, the Raycons do not budge. With Raycon, you also get 8 hours of playtime, 32 hours of battery life. And you'll love this. They start about half the price of other premium audio brands. And no wonder Raycon's everyday earbuds have over 78,000 and counting 5-star reviews. Raycon having their annual fall sale for a limited time. Go to buyraycon.com/Tom and get 20% off site-wide plus free shipping. That's buyraycon.com/Tom. Score 20% off. That's buyraycon.com/Tom.
They don't fall out. I love my Raycon earbuds. Check them out. Once again, about half the price and about 10 times better. A little bit of a math problem for you there. Coming up, we have ping pong balls in science, interestingly enough. And you know how sometimes you get those really long names? We've got a court stepping in about one of those long names. We'll find out about that. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, don't say we didn't warn you.
Let's see, that's Bob. I'm Tom. Chick McGee's over there at the Quality Drivers Sports Desk. Christy Lee, future truck driver.
That's me, baby. I'm going to be driving the big rigs.
We're going to get Christy over to Quality Drivers and learn how to drive the big rigs. Comedian Justin Willman has joined us in the studio.
Hello.
You may have seen him on Ellen. You may have been at the White House when he was there.
It's amazing.
He's here in the studio.
I was being dragged out of the White House when he was there.
Were you wearing a cape?
I wasn't supposed to be there.
I was not.
Did you ever buy a cape? Did you ever?
Gotta have a cape.
Oh man, you know
no cape.
It's
How about
a little
top?
on the nose for me. Like
top hat.
A top hat. I do own some top hats,
Okay.
but I'm trying to help shed
Magic
that,
wand? Do you have a
shed
magic
that
wand?
image.
Magic wand?
I don't have a magic wand.
The tuxedo and the cape is traditional.
Those are the. I thought they required accoutrement for a musician.
Magician.
And a musician as well. But I had that phase. We were talking about Lance Burton off the air. I had that Lance Burton phase where I would put that tuxedo on and make doves appear. But there's something about like when you're 14 and owning a tuxedo that just doesn't seem right.
You have to take care of the doves too.
And the doves, yeah.
A lot of work when you're 14.
You know what doves eat? Dove chow.
Dove chow. Purina Dove chow.
Purina Dove chow. I'm sure they do.
I'm sure they make it.
Now, you were a longtime host on television of Cupcake Wars. Which is now on Netflix.
It is. It is. The war rages on now. Yeah.
9 years of production on the Food Network.
9 years.
Wow.
That might be America's longest war.
But you're a very slender man, so you never ate a cupcake.
Diabetes won the war, sadly, in the end.
Now, it's my understanding we're going to try to do another magic trick on the radio.
That is, your understanding is correct.
Since we don't know what you're going to do. Is this the kind we can do?
I thought this would be interesting for the listeners. This is a lucky die I have. I'll show, and we're filming this, so if they wanted to watch it later on,
it's a pretty big die.
They could. 1 through 6. Do you want to hand that to Bob down there?
To me? Oh, all right.
Let me tell you. There's something strange about this.
Does that feel weird, Chick?
No, not at all, actually.
This feels like a regular die.
So, Bob, think of a number from 1 to 6. Don't say it, but turn it so that number's up, and then put your hand on the die.
Okay.
And tell me when you got a number that you like.
My hand
in there.
My hand is on the die.
Hand's on the die, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. So it's a number from 1 to 6. I want you just to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, monotone. And then we'll see if I can pick it up in your voice. Maybe the listeners will hear it as well. Just a tell, if you will.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Wow, it was subtle. It was subtle. You know, I'm going to say, because, that was funny, but I think the number you sped through was 2. I think it was 2. Is it 2?
It's 2.
It is 2. Okay. Because he went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which is kind of a misdirect. Now maybe that was
Warlock!
He's a warlock.
Okay, how the hell that happened?
How did he do that?
We could try it again, but it gets harder every time because you get very self-aware of your voice.
That's a good trick. That's a nice trick.
It's a little psychological.
Here, you do it with Chick?
That's a gorgeous piece. That's a gorgeous piece of business.
Wow,
gorgeous.
Now, what do I do?
What
do I do?
I'm going to look away. Think of a number from 1 to 6. Turn it so that number's up. Put your hand on it.
Okay.
Christy's watching me.
Put
very
my
closely
hand.
right now. She's on to me. She's like, "Where?
Okay,
no
got
cheating.
my- got my hand
in a
on it.
mirror.
I'm not cheating.
Your hand's on it.
My hand's on it, baby.
Okay, I'm going to turn your way now. Is that all right?
Okay. Go
now
ahead.
you have to
say 1 through 6. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh gosh. Okay. See, that was your radio voice is very good. Go backwards.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
5. Is it 5? I felt something with 5. Please tell me it's
Is it
5.
five?
It'd be
Is it
embarrassing
5?
if it's not. Zoom in. It's 5.
Okay, that's the greatest trick I've ever seen. We're hanging out with...
He's God. That's who that is.
We're hanging out with Justin
You're
Millman.
God.
We're
Wow,
doing...
Hey, what's going on, buddy?
I don't feel like walking. I have lower back pain, some foot discomfort.
So you're just rolling around?
Yeah.
There are better options. You need to try orange insoles.
Orange insole?
Yeah, check those out. Proper support for your feet. You're gonna have arch support. It's got that deep heel cup.
These do feel better.
All right.
Who needs you? Not me. Orange insoles will help you feel better and do more, guaranteed. Get your orange insoles today and step into a world of comfort.
Interests me. You do, for example, you do tremendous Johnny Carson. What are all of your guys going to die off pretty soon? I mean, you've got, and is that a concern? Because one of the things about our life now, with all these TV channels out there, there's so little commonality.
Yeah.
You know, we're the classic impressions when we were coming up, you know, it was Edward G. Robinson when we were little kids. We're going, who the hell's that?
Yeah.
And now you've got people in their 30s going, Johnny who?
Well, that's why I had to bring along Christopher Walken.
There you go.
For the kids who love him.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Bull semen.
We got an update?
That's what we're talking.
I got the answer.
Here's,
right.
Here's Tom with, I don't know if you've got the same email I do, but I find it, as you would say, fascinating.
All right.
We had an interesting news story about a large quantity of bull semen.
2 tanks of cattle semen stolen in Northern Ireland.
And I was
You're
just
welcome.
I was wondering if my guess is that the semen is an individual
Like test tubes or beakers
vials or something. They don't.
Yeah.
I can't imagine they mix it all together like
Per individual cow, and I think Josh and I agreed that no, it must just all be
mixed
bull semen.
Yeah.
No.
a big vat of it.
I don't believe that.
No, I don't think so.
It's got to be separate.
I have not read these. I've just been handed a whole bunch of these.
All right.
Brad writes, the bull semen is in straw-type devices, 1 load per straw.
Okay.
In a frozen tank, hundreds of straws are in the tanks from different bulls, so I assume that they're marked.
I have pretty
Seems like
much
a
the
waste.
same email. It says the semen is frozen in straws about the size of coffee stir sticks. The tank is full of liquid nitrogen and can literally hold hundreds of these straws. The tanks are a little bigger than a 5-gallon bucket.
Oh, okay.
All right.
That's from Lisa.
So much easier to steal than what I've been imagining.
Yes.
Yeah, I was
Oh, did you think
tanker
like
truck.
a big...
Yeah. I thought it was like a giant septic tank full of. Whoa. Collecting this has to be tricky. Is this collected with a machine, or is this shall we say beef jerky?
You just give the cow a magazine and a cup. Tell them to go in the other room.
Yeah.
I'll be right out.
Juicy Bossy
It
Monthly.
says, here we go. Jim writes, "Dear jackasses." Must be for us.
Mm-hmm.
For people who claim
You don't have to address it anymore. Just put jackasses. We get it. It's amazing. Yeah.
For folks that grew up in the Midwest, you don't know very little about bull semen. You absolutely have individual vials. Otherwise, what's the point of paying top dollar for high-class, high-end semen?
Right.
Yeah, you ever paid top dollar for semen?
I don't pay for it. Never have. Don't you love those guys? Yeah. Point to it with pride. I never paid for it.
Yeah, and
Terrific, sir.
There's apparently they use a barcode system in some cases, so you know what you know.
That would make sense.
You know what you're getting.
Yeah. Well, computers, sure. All right.
Okay. Jim from Iowa. P.S. Tom's a jackass. Thank you, Jim. I appreciate it. Oh, here we go. This is from Mr. B.
Mm-hmm.
Wait a minute. We have something happening over here. I'm being alerted. What's going on? I don't know.
Never mind.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I alerted you because Dean was waving incessantly, but it turned... You're going to get me in trouble, Dean.
Bovine artificial inseminator. Here.
Oh, that's your.
that's what
your-
he does?
No, it's your BAI.
Oh, sure.
Bovine artificial inseminator. First class.
Former
BAI.
bovine semen collector. If I were to tell you every step from collection to insemination, I don't think you could handle it.
Oh, really?
Whoa.
Oh,
Must be manual.
Or would we just be bored to death?
yeah.
I don't think so. I think it's probably fascinating.
I bet you there are electrodes involved.
Oh.
And electricity.
Probably.
Oh, you think they...
And stimulation.
Really?
And directly on the bull's prostate.
Videos?
I bet you anything. Probably not videos. I'm trying to give you a serious answer.
Sometimes you just want to talk.
Sometimes I want to participate in the mature way, but you won't let me.
This says the same thing you said. It's individual loads or whatever you want to call it. They're in small straws. Sometimes they sell, for $22,000 a straw.
Whoa!
A straw?
What?
Oof.
It's called a throw or a load.
They should call them loads, huh?
That's what it says here. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Wow. 22 grand a load.
Well, that's impressive.
Have you ever talked to anybody about thoroughbred racing and thoroughbred breeding?
I thought they had to be. Right? I thought they had to be on.
It's got to be one-on-one.
Yeah, they got to.
But it's unbelievable. Do
you have to do a live assist?
Sometimes.
You got to help this go there.
I think they'd use. Well, never mind. It's almost like fluffing in the.
Boy.
Yeah.
That's a tough
animal
word.
fluffing, if you will.
Well, I had to fluff the horse.
I knew I should have gone to college.
If you're wondering, my lipstick is smeared.
People don't do.
Well, I think it's.
There it is right there.
That's probably the levels, like, AAA baseball. Until you get to the majors.
right.
You got to do a couple
So
horses.
you said that they have animals that are fluffers, if you will?
Yes, they do.
Okay. All righty. That's interesting. Good to know. In any event,
hello.
thousands of dollars.
Here to get you started.
Thousands of dollars in bull semen
Yeah.
have been stolen. Okay. Now, you just save yours in a jar, right? You don't have a tank, Josh.
That's right. It's an old pickle jar.
Okay. In the fridge? Or?
Okay. Sometimes you don't want to mix it up with your bacon grease.
No.
Remind me not to stay for breakfast, okay?
Is that where the phrase money shot comes from?
No. That comes from, that's what brings people into the porno theater.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the money shot.
Didn't know. Okay, I'm sorry. Christy, on a lighter note, what have you got?
God, I don't know. The 33rd annual Ig Nobel Prize winners were announced last week. The nutrition prize was won by Japanese scientist Homi Miyashita.
What?
What's his name?
Homi Miyashita?
Uh-huh. And
I met him.
Hiromi Nakamura.
I met him.
Oh, yeah?
Yes. It was funny. I was at an NFL game. I walked in. It's going, hey, aren't you Tom? He goes, Homie Miyashita. I said, well, I'm Tom Miyapia.
And Hiromi Nakamura.
That's great. Home slice, I'm Miyapia.
Miyapia over in the urinal.
Son of a gun.
They won for their electrified chopsticks and drinking straws that can affect the taste of food. We were just talking about straws of a different nature. These chopsticks work by using electrical stimulation and a mini computer worn on a wristband. Professor Homiya Miyashita explained that the device uses an electrical current to transmit sodium ions from food through the chopsticks to the mouth in order to create a sense of saltiness. As a result,
soy sauce?
The
Why?
salty taste enhances 1.5 times. The chopsticks could help people reduce their sodium intake, Josh, without sacrificing the flavor.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's interesting. It's a good cool
So
idea.
it's a real invention.
It's for health and stuff.
Okay.
Now, Josh, what if this guy, Dr. Miyashita, if he comes out with a way to make broccoli taste like pizza, I think you're in.
I like the taste of broccoli doused in ranch and butter.
And covered in cheese. Yes.
Nice of you to play along.
If you keep reading, the electric chopsticks come in many flavors. They
Really?
they can make stuff taste like whatever you want.
Oh.
I prefer classic wood. The classics. Now, Josh, am I correct in saying, because you spent some time as a teacher in South Korea,
Yes.
don't you have some fancy chopsticks that you can take to a restaurant and
I do.
They're in like a case. You put them together like a pool cue.
I do have some very nice chopsticks.
Are they inlaid? Are they?
Yeah, one is inlaid, one pair, and then the other pair is metal. And
are they dishwasher safe, or do you?
I hand wash the inlaid pair, and then I do dishwasher the metal.
There's a metal one?
That's primarily what we used in Korea. We're all metal. Yeah, they. I mean, just like silverware, you would. We don't use.
You don't throw them all away.
Yeah.
Do you carry your case for the restaurant?
That's right. Yeah, a little tiny. It's much tinier than that. It's long but tiny. I just open that.
Are there people that do you think there are people that do that?
Bring their own chopsticks?
I hope so. Yeah, maybe bring their own chopsticks. But.
I mean, if you're a connoisseur and that's your thing,
heck yeah.
I want to get a nice ivory pair of chopsticks.
You're going to a restaurant where the
no, you don't.
Thank you, Christy. I was waiting for somebody.
Oh, you mean real ivory?
Make sure to call me an officer.
Oh God. This says, by the way, these electric chopsticks are banned in England.
Why? Yeah.
Probably too much spice. I don't know.
Yeah, we can't have all that flavor over here.
We got to boil them first.
Okay, well, congratulations.
Speaking of flavor, for the second year in a row, U.S. shoppers are seeing double-digit inflation in the candy aisle. Candy and gum prices are up an average of 13% this October, on top of a 14% increase in candy and gum prices in October of 2022. Weather is the main culprit. Cocoa prices are trading at a 44-year high after heavy rains in West Africa caused limited production this season. And global sugar prices are at a 12-year high. So your Halloween candy is costing you a little bit more money this year.
Okay.
Full-size bars or the so-called fun size?
They're all costing more money.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, are you giving away the full size or
I'm
the
not
fun
giving
size?
away anything.
Well, you charge her? Old Lady Lee.
No,
is gonna
people
get
don't come.
Toilet paper on her trays.
It's been 5 years. I've had one trick-or-treater. I'm done. I'm not going to even pretend.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like
I quit after my third year. Yeah. Nobody comes.
Yeah.
Which is, it's a happy accident.
So I will not be home. I will be going to a friend's house who does get trick-or-treaters, which makes it a lot more fun.
I'll be hiding sound asleep, hopefully in the bedroom.
Ace, do you get trick-or-treaters?
I've only done Halloween once.
Oh, that's a shame.
I'm sure you do in your neighborhood. You would if you turn the light on.
Kids get enough candy. I'm giving away pencils and little sample toothpaste. I think they'll appreciate it.
The shaving kits. Watch out for the razor blades.
I bet you do have the most trick-or-treaters of all of us where you live.
Probably.
Yeah. There's no way to judge Tom's new place.
Oh, yeah, true. He may have
I don't know yet, but we're going to find out.
Yeah.
We're going to find out.
Well, and you're friends with a lot of the neighborhood kids too, right? So you know they're going to come.
Yeah, they often.
Do you dress up?
Interrupt my reading while I'm on the porch.
Do you dress up for Halloween to hand out the candy?
No, but I have a table that I decorate with Halloween stuff. Yeah. So, but I have not worn a costume.
You sit there reading on the porch?
No. I have music. I have a Halloween playlist that I play.
Well, that's nice.
Nice.
Instrumentals or actual songs?
Your Ghostbusters, your Time Warp, your
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And do you leave the bowl of candy out so they can just take it, or do you let them
I have
ring?
them all out on the table, and I say, take 2 of whatever you like.
Oh, yes, some restrictions.
Is that right?
That's right.
You smack hands? You ever smack a hand?
I've got a ball peen hand.
All right.
Sure.
Now you can have 3, but then I'm going to have to hit you with the hammer.
You want 3 in the hammer, or 2 and no hammer?
That's right. It's up to you.
Well, that kind of reminds me.
Welcome to life, kids.
The classic was the nun with the ruler slapping the hand.
Yes.
We have a nun in the news that has gone international in a very odd story. Christy, do you have that one?
Yes, this long-running dispute between a religious order and ecologists in France has turned physical. The nuns physically clashed with environmental activists who were protesting about the construction of a new 3,500-seat church in the south of France. A group of activists entered the building site in Saint-Pierre-du-Colombier in order to chain themselves to an excavator and stop construction. Members of the missionary family of Notre Dame were on hand to stop them, and tensions boiled over. One video shows a nun brutally doing a rugby tackle on a protester, knocking him to the ground.
All right. I wonder if she's wearing one of the Notre Dame gold helmets. That's hilarious. She was upset.
She was upset.
But that reminds me of a little something. One of the classics, I think. Speaking of sisters and nuns And, well, you'll see. This is Paul Gilmartin.
Sister Joan, age 54, ignores the desert sun. The stranded church bus smoking, no sign of anyone. Buzzards circle overhead. Panic starts to set. The kids are getting restless. Her habit soaked with sweat. The minutes become hours. She wobbles in the heat. Then a distant engine roars, approaching from the east. She squints through horn-rimmed glasses. Her pure heart skips a beat. Snake McGinty's Harley Hog parts the dusty heat. Black leather clad from head to toe, his eyelids barely open. Sister Joan says, "Holy Ghost, please tell me that you're joking." He parks his Harley, stands 6'4", then gives her a nod. Through leather pants, his manhood shows. She rolls her eyes at God. Having trouble? He barely mumbles. "Yes, sir," she replies. He pops the hood, takes off his shirt. She covers up her eyes. "Kids," she says, "back on the bus. Everyone be good." Her fingers part. Her eyes take in his reflection off the hood. She grips her rosary tight with guilt and stares down at her socks. Her mind protects her vows with God, but her body picks the locks. He bends to check the fan belt. Her nipples say hello. Her eyes climb up his leather chaps like a snail with vertigo. She shakes her head and shuts her eyes. Her legs start feeling funny. "Lord," she says, "for work like this, I'm making lousy money." He shuts the hood. "My name is Snake. I'm wanted in 5 states. She says, "Snake, you're my forbidden fruit, and I need a little taste." The kids look on in disbelief. The kiss is slow, then faster. Cheering rocks the school bus. Until she says, "Snake, let's ditch these bastards." As they left, the kids screamed no. She turned around and waved. Her next confession killed a priest and lasted 7 days. For years, the scandal rocked the church, but she rebuilt their trust. She still teaches Sunday school, but she doesn't drive the bus.
Paul Gilmartin, ladies and gentlemen, the classic poem. You'll find Paul in the world of podcasters out there. Check him out, please. Once again, that's a story about a nun who does essentially a rugby tackle on a protester.
She brought up, Sister Joan brought up the nipple thing. Paul did. Did you see where Kim Kardashian has released a line of bras with faux nipples in them?
Really?
So they're constantly, so it looks like they're always hard. Yeah.
The Aniston, they call it.
Is that what they call that?
Yes. Well, congratulations.
Yeah, I was.
Way to go.
I didn't know that was what women wanted.
Do you want THO?
No, I thought people went out of their way not to have that.
I thought so too.
What's THO?
Oh, with the rectum.
It's
hard.
You got
Hard
your
is
on.
one of
You got your hard.
I
Headlights on.
Sorry. How stupid of me.
You need to get out more.
I thought you spoke perv.
I did not know that, Christy, but thank you. That's
the Skims Ultimate Nipple Bra, if you'd like to order one. Yeah. I don't know.
The Farrah Fawcett post.
Oh, yeah. Well, that was...
Did you ever wear
nipple
falsies?
Me?
As a kid, I mean,
No, I never had that problem.
You arrived early, did you?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Just ask anybody else.
Ruined my gymnastics career. I was falling forward.
Enough said. Don't need to pursue that any longer.
Yeah.
Real quick reminder. We have our beautiful orangeinsoles.com kegerator. It's right over there. You could win that, baby. Go to bobandtom.com/contest. Just sign up. Baby, tell us what you're doing for Halloween. Also, we are currently in week 8 of the NFL season. It officially ends this evening. You can start getting ready for week 9 when you could win each week, of course, the Big Green Egg Mini Max. Last week's winner, Ms. Elise Jenkins from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, was our winner. Be sure to check it out, bobandtom.com/contest. The Bob and Tom Show is brought to you by BetterHelp. You ever feel like your brain is getting in its own way? That's where therapy comes in. Therapy can help you figure out what's going on in your head and what's holding you back. And BetterHelp is a really great idea. It's taking advantage of all the contemporary technology that we're getting so used to, primarily, of course, going online. Phase 1, I should say, is BetterHelp can help you get hooked up with a licensed therapist. You'll fill out a brief questionnaire and get matched with that licensed therapist. And by the way, you can switch therapists at any time for no additional charge. And this is the other interesting thing. The therapy, of course, is done online, so it's super convenient because it's done on your schedule. It's flexible and, as I said, suited to your schedule. So find out what I'm talking about and make your brain your friend by going to betterhelp.com/BT show. Add the /BT show to knock 10% off that first month. That's betterhelp.com/BT show. Let your brain work for you once again. Once again, it's BetterHelp, H-E-L-P, betterhelp.com/BT show to get on your way to being your best self in this portion of the Bob and Tom Show, brought to you by BetterHelp. Coming up in the news, of all things in the worlds of science, we have meteorites, ping pong balls, and you ever encounter one of those names that's way too long? Well, now someone's stepping in to make it shorter. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Got something to say? Send us an email, Bob and Tom.
Let me see this pair of panties with
It kind of looks like
the cushion.
Yeah, see, and it's
Is it a regular pair of panties?
God.
Oh, look at that.
More of us could fit in these. Should I try these on?
Can we see your butt right now? I mean,
Sure, Bob.
well, I want to see the before and after.
Well,
I can't.
Well, she's in a skirt, though. You really can't.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know.
Okay. Do you have them on?
Monitors?
No, I don't have them on.
Well, that's really rude.
Wow, that's your big ass?
Wow. Look at this. Nipper attack.
Like,
Get him,
do you have them on?
No, your ass looks very nice. You don't need to put them on.
That's not what you
That's not what you said.
No,
You
see,
implied she had a big ass.
now.
All right, we need a before of Christy's butt. Take as long as you like, Dean. Come on, smile.
Now, do you just put them on? Are you going to put them on? Can you?
Oh, remember, Christy, the padding.
put 'em on right
the
now.
padding goes in the back.
Yeah,
now.
make
Remember
sure you
that.
do it
Just
right.
like pant. Oh, she's
She's slipping them right on. So, okay, wait a second. No, she's slipping them.
She has a
trick.
skirt on, so she can just put them right on.
I didn't know we were.
Okay.
Dean, get some of that while you're at. Come on, Dean.
You're not wearing.
Come on, Dean.
Are you wearing hose?
Come on, what are you, queer, Dean?
You're not wearing. You're not wearing hose, are you?
Women don't wear hose.
Now, are you wearing? But are you wearing traditional panties right now?
Yeah, boring.
It's Friday, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, just boring, ugly.
No, I mean, but you do have panties on because those
Yes.
haven't
Okay.
been laundered. You might get some.
So do you. Come on, Dean. Make love to the camera, Christy. Go for it.
Okay, now she's slipping.
you can't-
Could you let's allow a little bit of dignity. Christy Lee is now slipping on the booty pop
Okay, where's the cameras?
panty augmenter. What does it say on the?
Okay.
Okay, now she's. Let's see.
Now, all of a sudden, you got those on, so
now she's got the
now,
padded.
I'm
Hold
curious,
on.
if you sit down, do you feel the big cushion? Is it like being on a
No, that's me.
on lawn furniture? Oh, that. Well,
Oh yeah. Oh, baby's got back. Oh wow. Looks like you've
let's
got.
take a
some,
look at that. Huh?
Oh my God. It looks like you got a huge ass tumor. You have shelf ass.
Nice. So step out from behind the monitors.
Okay.
Let's see what. Let's see what.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God!
Yeah,
Look at that.
she's got baby's got back now.
Well, that really does pop them out
It
there.
really accentuates the backside of your backside.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's.
Look at that.
You took my breath away from the moment I first saw you. Will you marry me, Dolly?
She said yes! She said yes!
It's not a real person.
It's not a real diamond. Real, natural, earthborn diamond. For your real love, from a real jeweler you can trust. Steven Singer Jewelers.
My mom and I, we've been playing this new game.
over the holidays, you might want to try it yourself. It's called Joy Whack-A-Mole. What happens? I bring up something that I'm happy about, and then she comes in and slams it down before I can ever feel too good about what's going on.
I see. Okay, all right.
I told her, Mom, my friend Amy had her baby. Oh, that's great news, honey. It's not the greatest news for the 600,000 kids in foster care, but if she wants a fresh one, everybody wants one that looks like them. So, Mom, I'm doing a show tonight. Oh, sweetie, I have a joke for you. Listen. A friend of mine, Quinsley, she was in foster care. She was airlifted out of the Sudan in the late 90s. She'd been bearmed and belegged by the Janjaweed, the horseback militia. She'd love to do stand-up, but she can't. And she's just a hoot. She's in a hospice situation. It's really just a matter of time. But the priest comes in and asks her, would you like us to light a candle for you in the chapel? And she says, sassy as you please, teletyping through her eyelids. Well, how many candles you got? Because so many horrible things have happened to her and keep happening. Sweetie, have a good show. What you do is so important.
I do like porn, but I'm going to ask you guys a favor. We get a lot of emails sent to the show. You can stop sending me porn clips, okay? Thanks, but no thanks. I appreciate it, but I'll be honest, I want to find my own porn, okay? T-Rex doesn't want to be fed. T-Rex wants to hunt. That's...
Go through your briefs. Oh, and bring your handcuffs.
Yes, ma'am. Judge Judy. It's a guilty pleasure. Available only on Bob and Tom Television.
This court is adjourned. Now let's all go to my place for margaritas and skinny dipping. Bob.
Catch Judge Judy only on the Bob and Tom Television Network.
Hi, this is Carl Lewis, and you're listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
Comedian David Crow is here with us.
I think the most intense culture in the world's got to be the Japanese. I read that they won't play Trivial Pursuit in Japan.
They won't?
No. I think these guys are afraid of their wives.
In Japan?
Well, probably. Yeah. I know the Japanese ladies are very meek and polite in public, but you know that pent-up frustration's got to come out somewhere. And I think it's at home. They get home just, I can't believe you don't know who plays Alice on the Brady Bunch. Everybody know Ann B. Davis play Alice. Mr. Yoshikaru knew, Mr. Arakawa know. You don't know. Aunt Jemima, she the swamp lady. She don't clean for Mike and Carol. I shall bind your feet for 2 days. I mean, how do you think sushi got invented? Screw you, cook for yourself.
Jim Gaffigan joins us in the studio. Jim is a veteran comedian and actor, famous for a couple of oddball appearances on Sex and the City.
But I am an actor and a comedian, but I'll tell you guys, I wish I was a film director just in everyday life, so when someone was telling me a boring story, I could just go, and cut. I didn't finish. We got it. That's a wrap. God. When you think about it, that would come in handy. You come home late, your wife's like, where the hell were you? And cut. All right, let's try it again. This time you don't care where I was. In fact, you're happy to see me. Let's try it topless. Action.
You don't say we didn't warn you.
I'm warning you, don't do that.
There's laughter ahead.
I should be having a better time if this is a party.
This.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. We've apparently hit a nerve, as we so often do here on the show. Many emails about bull semen.
Oh, boy.
Once again, there was a couple of I
tanks.
guess, large tanks of bull semen stolen.
In Northern Ireland,
We're
yes.
finding out all about bull semen. I speculated that it wasn't just like a vat of
many bulls.
Many bulls, but it was individually.
Yeah, it'd have to be separated out.
They do keep them separated so you can get a specific type of characteristic in your cows.
This is from Mike. I used to drive for FedEx, and a few times I picked up or delivered a 1.5 foot tall urn-looking package that had clips that held the lid down. Yes, that was bull semen, he says. And Joseph says, I used to fly freight. We constantly had bull and horse semen on board.
Wow.
And dear Bob and Tom Show, I'm no expert on cattle reproduction, but it seems like they're being wasteful with the straws, 1 straw per load. Can't they tie a knot in it and get at least 2 loads per straw?
Always trying to innovate.
That's from Brian.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Brian.
We were talking about this survey about cleaning one's bathroom.
Yes.
And the average person cleans it for about 10 minutes once a week.
Correct.
And I was wondering, do you think that the average woman keeps a more tidy bathroom than the average man?
I don't know. I mean,
In
that's
my
a big
experience,
generalization.
No, I've had some girlfriends that their bathrooms were really atrocious.
Mr. H writes, when I was in college, I worked in the school maintenance department. Our school population was about 70% male. The bathrooms were cleaned 3 times a day without fail. The women's bathrooms were the worst. We cleaned about every 5 hours. The women's would look like we hadn't cleaned it in a week.
Wow.
So these are the public bathrooms, I'm sure, in the hallways of school.
Maybe because they have longer hair or something, and so there was more hair around.
Periods.
Well, there's that, yeah.
They're just nasty. I don't know.
They're just nasty.
Just because they have periods doesn't make them nasty, Tom. I don't know why you would say that.
Nasty.
Yeah, they stop after a while.
Okay.
Oh, you nasty boy.
Okay, let's get back to Christy Lee at the Bob and Tom News Desk. Have we missed anything?
A family in Arkansas says a meteorite crashed into their deck.
A meteorite?
Oh, boy.
Hot dog.
I didn't see that coming.
Get your song ready.
I love it.
The Devane family of Greenwood told FKSM TV.
Huh?
Whoa.
Wait a minute.
Where,
Is that
where are
right?
they? Where are they? Like
Is that supposed to be
Scotland or something? Where the heck?
Is that supposed to be
I don't know.
KFSM, do you think?
I don't know. They awoke in the morning to find smoke filling their house, and when they went outside, they discovered a fire emanating from a large hole in their deck. The family said most of the fire had been put out when the side of their hot tub melted and dumped water onto the flames.
Oh, man.
In the hole, they found a magnetic rock the size of a Reese's peanut butter cup.
What?
The family believes it was a meteorite, though the object has not yet been confirmed. According to the station, a meteorite must be sent to the United States Geological Survey in order to be officially confirmed, and the process is a lengthy one and even requires the governor's signature in Arkansas.
How about that?
Isn't the governor pretty busy doing stuff? Governor got a meteorite.
A couple things for you to sign here.
Did this tiny meteorite fall in Little Rock?
Thank you very much. And that's a typo. It's KFSM. Not
Okay.
FKSM would be.
Well, that's.
It was on here twice, so I didn't.
That's not even any better, I don't think.
Some we.
Yeah, some and some you don't.
Pat, you have a tribute to the world of meteorites landing on Earth?
I do now. Woke up this morning, there's a hole in my deck. A huge fireball hit last night. Oh, I'm pretty sure it's a meteorite. Called my insurance about the hole in my deck. They said you're supposed to have a hole in your deck, right? No, I'm talking about the meteorite. However it's pronounced.
Meteorite?
Fire broke out and the hot tub melted. The water put out the fire last night. Did some drunk dude cause the fire, or was it a meteorite? Yes.
Yes.
My guitar broke.
Yeah, I heard it.
Your guitar broke.
It
What
sounded
happened?
cool, though, when it happened.
Yeah, it happened right on the beat.
Did you lose a string?
No, it's the tuner fell into the sound hole. You'll see it on the Pat Godwin private TV
Oh, you're
channel.
trying to get the trying to get the tuner out.
Oh, that'll be
But
fun.
let's focus on.
Oh yeah, there it is.
It happened early on, and he continued.
Yes.
Like he was a true pro.
You
Very
are
nice.
a
Stayed in the
professional.
pocket.
You can see Pat playing with his guitar on stage. Coming up, got a bunch of cool stuff going on, Pat. This is great.
Yeah.
You're going to be at the Ho Chunk Gaming Casino in the Dells with Mr. Oskey and Mr. Willie G coming up this Saturday.
Ho Chunk.
There we go. And then Saturday, November 11th, it's the KFC, not the restaurant, in Delphus, Ohio with Mr. Oskey.
Yep.
You got a lot going on. Then, of course, our big event in Bowler at the North Star Mohican Casino, Friday, November 17th. And then Saturday, the 25th. You're really a busy man. Lebowski's in Washington, Iowa.
Yes.
Don't go to D.C.
No.
You won't see him there.
No.
Just saying. Okay, very good. Good to know. Now, I think it's time for a palate cleanser, ladies and gentlemen.
All right.
Getting rid of all the stories about bull semen and dirty bathrooms. Without any further ado.
Who's that sexy man with a deep voice? Ace Cosby, here he is with his joke of the day.
Hey, Chick.
Yes, Ace.
Getting ready for Halloween.
Okay.
You ever wonder what a male ghost does what happens when a male ghost, he's not getting any from his female wife.
What happens when a male ghost isn't getting that much from his female wife ghost? No, Ace, what?
He gets boo balls.
Boo balls.
Boo balls.
Boo balls.
You know, that's one of those jokes that adults don't want to tell and kids can't tell.
Right.
So it's right really there, yeah. You can do nothing with it.
Hey, Dad, what are boo balls?
Don't worry about it, son.
Do you ever get boo balls, Dad?
Oh, boy.
Inexplicably, that joke of the day is sponsored by Omaha Steaks, is having their semi-annual sale. 50% off at omahasteaks.com. It's the perfect time to grab your fall grilling favorites. Plus, when you use our code BTS at checkout, you'll get an additional $30 off your order. Minimum order may be required. Very silly, Ace. I enjoyed it.
We were talking about bull semen, and there's a famous episode of The Tonight Show back in the day with Johnny Carson. Anybody remember this, with Glenn Campbell?
No.
And Glenn was talking about how he had this ranch, and he had this famous bull on the ranch, and they were having trouble breeding the bull. He wasn't getting aroused.
Oh.
And he told Johnny that he gave the bull a pill, and it solved the problem. And Johnny said, "What's in it?" And Glenn Campbell said, "I don't know, but it tastes kind of minty." This is pre-Viagra, you see. Glenn apparently he snorted it, and then okay. Coming up in the news, Christy Lee.
Coming up, we have ping pong balls in the news, not boo balls.
Are you going to do
ping
that trick,
pong
you know?
balls.
Ping pong.
No, I'm not going to do any tricks with ping pong balls.
Well, maybe next.
She can juggle 3, that's all.
Right.
Ping pong balls in science coming up. And then an extra long name shortened, and tipping and the problems with tipping. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks.
Oh, how I do get sentimental about me carefree days as a lad. We never had toys that were store-bought. We would improvise with things that we had. We made forts out of cardboard boxes. Yardsticks were swords or were spears. But of all these things, none gave the hours of fun like me mother's gigantic brassiere. Oh, me mother's gigantic brassiere. It was of the finest label, canvas, lace, and stainless cable. Me mother's gigantic brassiere. Yeah! Oh, I leapt from the roof of the garage, though I was but 6 or 7 years. Oh, I would have broke me back, but I clung fast to the straps of me mother's gigantic brassiere. Oh, me mother's gigantic brassiere. Wing nuts, cleats, and spoiler, brass grommets, and cup holder on me mother's gigantic brassiere. We tied the bra between 2 trees. The neighbor boys, they did declare. We ended the attack with 6 pumpkins and 2 cats flung from me mother's gigantic brassiere. Oh, me mother's gigantic brassiere. delicate flower appliques, 8-track tape and safety chains on me mother's gigantic brassiere. One time we used it to slow down our dragster or parasail behind our boat. Then there was the time it was used to airlift an injured skier off a treacherous mountain slope. But most I think of my father's pride when wash day it was done, as he hoisted it up the telephone pole to billow in the sun. Oh, me mothers, oh, me mothers, me mother's gigantic brassiere with an awning and screen door could sleep 2 family of 4. It's me mother's gigantic brassiere. Oh, me mothers, oh, me mothers, me mother's gigantic brassiere. Reinforced hydraulic winch, reflective tape, and 3-point hitch on me mother's gigantic brassiere.
I don't feel like walking. I have lower back pain, some foot discomfort.
So you're just rolling around?
Yeah.
There are better options. You need to try orange insoles.
Orange insole?
Yeah, check those out. Proper support for your feet. You're gonna have arch support. It's got that deep heel cup.
These do feel better.
All right.
Who needs you? Not me. Orange insoles will help you feel better and do more, guaranteed. Get your orange insoles today and step into a world of comfort.
Girl, the food was great, the company even better. Why sit here all night long, going on about the weather? I know it's our first date, and good girls gotta wait. But I just turned 83, and you said you're 78. The moon is full, you know what I'm thinking. Let's make love, we're old and we're shrinking. The hour's late, let's just do it on our first date.
It's still poop.
You can pick your morning radio show, but you can't wipe Bob and Tom on the couch.
As I continue to work, with these people and certain occasions will come up, like Shatner, of course, I've been doing for many, many years.
Mm-hmm.
And so now there's another level of our relationship where he's invited me to his home for Monday Night Football and that sort of thing. And I'm a huge, huge fan of his. You have to understand. So anything is surreal. But let me tell you,
Monday Night Football.
You
Shatner.
haven't lived till you've seen William Shatner staring at the TV screen in the crunch of a Monday Night Football moment and see Captain Kirk say, "Stick 'em." It really is a surreal moment.
Man. My most recent marriage was a disaster. It made the wreck of the Edmunds Fitzgerald look like a fender bender.
Wow. Sorry to hear that. Hello.
And you remember Lord's famous line about gun control.
Yes. The relationship taught me a lot. It taught me they won't sell you a handgun if you're crying.
You're listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
Don't.
Essential Morning Radio. This is Bob and Tom Radio.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, Chick.
There's Josh Arnold, the I Hate Steven Singer's sidekick chair.
Thank you, Chick. Steven Singer Jewelers proving how worthless lab-grown diamonds are by giving away a free 1-carat lab diamond with every engagement ring purchase while supplies last. Purchase is necessary. Visit IHateStevenSinger.com for all the details.
Ace Cosby's over there. Hey. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much.
Hello, Tom.
Yeah, a lot going on in the world right now. And depending on where you live, driving around, you might see some signs, yard signs for various candidates. And they're running for all kinds of different things. So
yeah, of course.
Don't forget to vote, of course. But you may not have heard about this guy. He's running once again. And what a platform. Let's give this a listen.
I'm Doug LaDouche, and I approve this ad. I'd like to talk to you about an important issue none of the other candidates seem to be willing to discuss. An issue that impacts tons of good, everyday citizens like you guys. I'm talking about ghosts. Did you know that most cities in America have, like, a whole bunch of ghosts? And almost all of them are here illegally. My opponents won't talk about it. Maybe because they're scared. And I get it. Ghosts can be very spooky. They float through walls and turn lights on and off and go, ooh, and stuff. That is why I, Doug LaDouche, are the person you should vote for. I'm not too afraid to talk about ghosts, and I'm not too afraid to get to the bottom of why they're haunting us and how we can get them to knock it off. And I vow to find answers to all the other great American mysteries, too, like the Loch Ness Monster and who really built the Grand Canyon. So, I'm not trying to threaten you or anything, but vote for me for president, or else, you know, more ghosts.
Paid for by the Doug LaDouche for President Committee. Ted Fiegelman, treasurer.
Fiegelman, he knows how to make the media buy. Thank you very much.
Ghosts. I've often wondered why other candidates haven't picked up with the. I don't mean to threaten you, but why not? Right?
Here's an odd coincidence.
What?
We had a story about stolen vats of bull semen, or were they kegs or casks, whatever they were. We've been informed by many people.
Tanks is what they were called.
You're welcome. That apparently inside the tanks are individual straws, they call them, I guess, of the bull seed, and they're marked, et cetera, et cetera.
Right.
Luke, kind enough to write us. Dear Radio Legend. Oh, this is for the wrong show. It says Dear Radio Legends.
It must be.
One of the largest bull semen collector companies is 15 miles away from Bowler, Wisconsin.
What?
Road trip.
We could have, during that show, live samples of bull semen for everybody? You get bull semen. You get bull semen.
We probably can't because it would have to be refrigerated.
Yeah, I would think.
So.
Okay.
And pricey, at least. Yeah.
So we're going to be right near that because we're going to be doing our show.
We might be able to talk to a semen jockey, though.
I got a letter from a semen jockey.
Did you?
And that is what they apparently
Well,
what
you
they,
thought-
what they
I
call
met
them.
one in Wisconsin.
You thought
once.
those guys who rode horses were small.
Yeah.
Wait till you see these guys.
Hey, how you doing?
Alex, kind enough to write the Bob and Tom Show. You're right about the straws. Some semen is marked sexed semen and can almost guarantee you a boy or a girl calf.
Oh.
I'm not sure
As opposed to a third?
a male or female. That's what he means.
Right.
No, it guarantees rather than it just, you don't know till the baby's born what you're getting.
I see.
Yeah.
I guarantee this will be a male or a female. Oh, thank you, sir.
yes, thank
Appreciate your expertise.
Well, no, that's...
No, they're saying you get a boy calf.
Don't take his side on this. He's an
I
idiot.
was trying to help him.
No, you're not helping. Nothing will help him.
Maybe it's the way you presented it. Have you ever thought about that?
Could be. Next time I won't read verbatim, I'll take the time to
He was having
Thank you.
fun
graph
with the way
this.
you worded it.
Thank you. That's what we're here for.
As for artificial insemination,
To help you.
part of the process involves putting on a glove that goes to the shoulder and putting your hand up the cow's backside, finding the cow's cervix by feeling around. While doing this, the straw is inserted via a long syringe-looking apparatus, which is inserted into the cow's mommy parts.
We got it.
You unleash the load and wait, he says.
Really?
I see.
Okay, very good.
Oh, it's like a blow dart gun, right? Get it in there and then
Take the load off.
Thank you, Alex. Alex is up working right now where he is. It's snowing. Wow, okay, wow. Okay, thank you very much.
Shut up, Alex.
Take that glove off before you scratch your nose, huh? I bet there's so many semen jockeys who have forgotten.
Great jokes.
Yeah.
Semen jockeys among the, yeah.
I know. So you think some guys just spent a few minutes looking for the cow cervix, takes the gloves off and forgets he's wearing it?
Well, he goes, all of a sudden he has an itch on the tip of his nose, and he goes to scratch it. Oh, crap, I forgot to take the glove off.
I hope not. Alex, I apologize. That'd be a great costume.
What, a semen jockey?
Yeah, you put on the glove and people ask you what you do.
Yeah. He doesn't need the one glove.
You're going to a costume party, right, Pat?
Yeah, tonight.
You sound thrilled.
Well, I'm not sure we can get Alex to.
I haven't dressed since I was 8.
Let's rephrase that. You're being dragged to a costume party.
I am.
Attaboy.
Yeah.
Is there a
On
contest?
a Monday night?
That sounds like kind of a party you'd be going to, Christy.
No, I'm not doing any Halloween parties.
No kidding.
Mm-mm.
Congratulations. Welcome to the beautiful side.
Can I ask what you're being dressed up as, Ben?
I think I'm going to go as a fireman, yeah. I have somebody sent me an actual fireman's outfit.
Boy, if there's anything that says
Scarier.
I don't want to go, I think I'm going as a fireman.
I don't know what I'm
What is she going to be going as?
Heat miser, I think. Yeah.
Oh.
Not just any Heatmeister. A sexy Heatmeister.
Sexy
Heatmeister.
That's cool. That's very clever.
You got to say that.
All right. Why don't you go as Barbie?
Boy, I would not want to go as Barbie.
Oh, you'd be the fit of the bell of the ball.
Hello.
That would be hot.
Ladies and gentlemen,
funny.
What you're listening to is How to Ruin Your Halloween Party with Tom Griswold trying to talk Pat into Barbie costume.
Have her go as Ken. You guys win the contest.
A lot of people are doing that.
I don't think so.
I bet so.
Not the gender swap.
Yeah, and remember how much money you win or whatever you win for a costume party.
We won when I was married years ago. We won by doing the gender swap.
Oh, what was the costume?
Boris and Natasha. I was Boris. He was Natasha.
Oh, that's very
great.
fun.
And it was great.
He's still Natasha.
Pardon?
Height-wise, it was perfect, right?
It was perfect.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you win any money?
I think we did, actually.
No kidding.
And I carried the little bomb, that looks like the bomb at the airport on all the signs,
Yes. Don't you love that?
Perfectly round.
Yeah.
Sure, with the fuse coming out of the top.
That's still the go-to design for the international sign for a bomb. Christy, what else you got over there?
Officials have instructed a Spanish duke to shorten his daughter's 25-word name. I have not proofread this.
Just give us the first 5 and we'll...
Sky News reports that Fernando fits James Stewart.
And James Stewart fits Fernando.
That's
The
right.
17th Duke of
Hey,
Cusco,
Harvey. You're a visible rabbit.
and his wife, Sofia Palazuelo, recently baptized their second child. Her name? Sofia Fernanda Dolores Catatina Teresa Angela de la Cruz Michela del Santisimo
We get it.
Sacramento del Perpetuo Socorro de la...
She's only half done.
Wow.
The aristocrat was informed that the register ruler states that the name given to a child must not exceed more than one compound name and 2 simple ones, which would be 5 altogether. Fernando Fitzjames Stewart is a direct descendant of King James II of England.
Sure he is.
According to El Paz, the record for the length of the family name seems to be held by the late Duchess of Alba, her grandmother of the current Duke of Huascar.
El Paz was the inventor of Easter egg coloring.
Oh, is that
I don't know
right?
if you knew that or not.
Her full name, her real full name is Maria del Rosio Catiana Paloma Alfonso
right.
Victoria Eugenia Fernanda
call
Teresa
me
Francesca
Betty.
de la Paralita Lorenzo Antonia
All right.
I'm not done. Okay, I'll be done.
The only thing missing is El douchebag from this guy. I'm the director. Send it to the king. Yeah.
Words.
Good luck to you, buddy. Apparently very bored. When we come back, Pat, I think you have an interesting song about names. I'll tell you which one I'm thinking of in just a couple of minutes. I know it's a classic, though. Right now, I want to remind you about the importance of sleep. I had 10 hours of sleep the other night. God, it was glorious.
Oh, what's that like?
Lazy.
In my sleep number bed. Okay, Josh, what's your sleep number setting?
65.
That means what?
It means that it's perfect for my body.
Not too hard, not too soft. Whereas, Christy Lee, your sleep number setting is what?
40.
That's kind of a softer mattress. And
Yeah.
Chick McGee, your sleep number setting is
100, the firmest, Tom. That's the way I like my mattress.
There you go. Well, Sleep Number has by now perfected adjustable firmness. Either side of the bed has its own setting, so everybody's happy. It's important to get sleep. We all know that. By the way, daylight savings time ends coming up this Saturday.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
That means that's always a problem. Getting your, what do they call it? Circadian
Rhythm.
Is that what it is? Or is it cicada? Those are the things that make
Circadian
The point is, you want to get some great sleep, and that's where I know my Sleep Number bed comes in very handy. And you can get a better sleep, of course, if you have the ideal firmness. Lots of other issues that these Sleep Number people have tackled, including temperature, et cetera, et cetera. Find out what I'm talking about. And by the way, right now you can save $500 on the new Sleep Number smart beds. Also, a very important point, Sleep Number has some brand new special financing offers out there. You'll only find the Sleep Number bed at Sleep Number stores. And you find those by going to sleepnumber.com/BT show. By the way, these special financing offers are subject to credit approval. The store will have all the details. That store, of course, is your Sleep Number store. I know I love my Sleep Number bed. Coming up, a song about naming things from Pat. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, this is comedian Sean Morey, and you're listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
Hope you're all set for the upcoming Halloween festivities coming up on Tuesday night. Of course, that's the official Halloween trick-or-treating evening. Check local listing.
Hey, did you enjoy those videos played in that break? Check out the Bob and Tom YouTube playlist for more great stuff.
Who's that knocking on my front door? I'm watching the game, it's 3:45. There's a tiny Spider-Man saying trick or treat. I'm in my boxer shorts, all out of sweets. The scariest thing you've ever seen is a divorced guy with no idea it's Halloween. I've got no candy in the house, man, that's a drag. Cause Baby Yoda's on my porch, holding the bag. I've got no Snickers, Reese's Cups, or Hershey bars. I have Chinese takeout and a couple cigars. The lights are off so I can't be seen. I'm a divorced guy with no candy, no girlfriend, no idea. It's Halloween. I've got toothpaste, vitamins, and pizza crust. Advil, Sudafed, and Cheeto dust. Fifth of Crown Royal and a couple of beers. Unpaid bills and a summons to appear. The scariest thing you've ever seen is a divorced guy with no candy, no girlfriend, no job, no idea. It's Halloween. Who's that knocking on my front door?
Trick or treat.
Oh, ow. Oh, back.
Oh, hey, Josh. What's wrong?
My back is sore, my legs.
What's in your shoe?
Nothing. I mean, here, look, nothing.
Ah, Joshua, you have to have proper support. Orange insoles.
Orange insoles, you say?
Yeah, look.
Yeah, I see them.
Look at this. They're great.
Yeah. Orange insoles. I'll give them a shot.
Great. See you later, buddy.
Give it a... Yippee! I can mow and dance while I do it. Ha! No more pain. Thank you, orange insoles.
Josh, did you get orange insoles?
Jessica, I sure did. Thanks to orange insoles, I feel great.
Terrific. See you later.
Orange insoles. Feel better, do more.
I do like porn, but I'm going to ask you guys a favor. We get a lot of emails sent to the show. You can stop sending me porn clips, okay? Thanks, but no thanks. I appreciate it, but I'll be honest, I want to find my own porn, okay? T-Rex doesn't want to be fed. T-Rex wants to hunt. That's...
Men, are you looking to add a little dance to your pants? Are you hoping to turn heads without costly and painful surgery? Then visit the Bob and Tom Personal Care Outlet Mall and experience the newest way to grow your fro.
Hi, I'm Chick McGee. I know what you're thinking, but Chick, hair hides inches. Well, that's only when you're naked. See, when I put King Kong behind closed doors, I want the ladies to notice a bulge that rivals those old Jim Palmer ads in Sports Illustrated. And thanks to this, I can achieve that look in just a few short weeks.
From the makers of Miracle Grow, it's the Pubador. The Pubador starts at the root system.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Hope everyone's getting ready for Halloween.
Oh, yes.
You all set with your candy there, Tom?
I've got to carve the pumpkins today.
How many, when you say carve pumpkins, how many do you mean?
I have 4 large carvable ones.
All right.
Okay.
I've got a bunch of various pumpkin-like things stacked by the front door. You know, gourds, et cetera, et cetera.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Where's this coming from? Where's this gourd talk? They're pumpkins.
No, these are different kinds of.
Kind of the tall.
You got the thing.
Do you have the wart ones?
With the blemishes on them?
I hate the wart ones. Those.
What's the matter?
They give me the creeps.
They do?
Oh, they're awful. It looks like some skin disease. Hate those.
Do you have patterns that you're going to use to cut them out?
No, just draw on them and have some fun. I kind of go for the traditional triangular eyes. I do a couple of variations, but I like the.
Do the girls paint the pumpkins? That's become a big thing.
No, but they draw some stuff, and I try to duplicate it without slicing my fingers off.
They have crazy elaborate pumpkin carving kits now that you can do anything with, and specially made tools that you get.
Sure.
It's crazy.
Is there like a laser thing that people get? That
I don't know about that. I think that's
like
might
elaborate cutting.
High dollar.
Now, we had an interesting news story about some Spanish duke that they named their kid the 25 names.
Yeah. I wonder which one they go with.
It's ridiculous.
I bet it's not Dolores.
Why not? What's wrong with Dolores?
Rhymes with clitoris.
Yeah.
Sofia Fernanda Dolores Cadavega, Teresa Angela de la Cruz, and it keeps going.
Yep.
Why didn't anyone at Lavoris, the mouthwash company, didn't go, excuse me, you guys know that, a couple things
rhyme
with clitoris. There you got Dolores. Now you got Lavoris.
Do they still make Lavoris?
Pegasaurus.
I don't know.
Wasn't it like a cinnamony?
I think they do.
Yeah, sure.
Really?
I think it comes in many flavors.
Oh.
The point is,
Yes.
a very lengthy name, which apparently is the family tradition. This guy's related to some king going
King James
way back
II of England.
But it reminded me of bad celebrity namers. I think Elon Musk may take the cake.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's like hash or what's his name?
It's confusing.
X.
It's something like
I know what it is.
What is it?
it's like there's a hashtag. Was it X?
XASH.
What's the AE? What does that stand for?
I don't know. -12. XASH.
It was something like XAE. Here it is. XAEA dash XII.
What is it? THX 1138? Is that
Yes.
Lucas and what? Duvall? Yeah.
But that's the kid's name. So, yeah, but you have a song about that?
Hello, I'm Patty Cash. Well, my daddy left for Mars when I was 3, and he didn't leave much to Mon, mate. Just these rusty Tesla parts up on the shelf. He bought Twitter, then named it X. But, Dad, what the heck? Why'd you name me XASH A-12? Well, it's the year 2525, and thanks to science, I'm still alive. I found a note in that old Tesla addressed to me. It said, Dear XASH A-12, this is your dad, Elon, and I'd like to delve into why I called you that ridiculous name. You see, I'm an eccentric billionaire, and your mom was a singer. Used to be Claire. She wore crazy outfits, did performance art, called herself C. We smoked some pot, and I forget, but I think we just picked from the alphabet. So don't blame all this naming nonsense entirely on me. Well, Dad, looking back, I think it's sort of mean, but being a Musk is kind of keen. And hell, I changed my name years ago to Sue. Changed my gender too. I'm your daughter. How do you do?
Thank you very much, Pat.
Sue Musk.
Thank you. Thank you, Elon. Yeah, it's crazy. Celebrity names. I mean, think about it. Remember we were talking about hurricane names? And the very sound scientific study that when hurricanes had feminine names,
now you're gonna make Josh mad.
People weren't as afraid of them and weren't evacuating as quickly.
That's your theory.
No, it's
no
not.
one else's
It's
theory.
a university professor.
Dumb broads theory.
You mean a professorette?
I think it's fascinating. When the hurricanes had more, I don't know what you want to say, threatening sounding names. No?
Would you not go out with someone that had a threatening sounding name?
Like Christy, would you date a Damien?
That'd be tough.
Okay.
That would be tough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, are there kids named Damien out there still?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know if I'd date anybody with an ex-wife's name.
Oh, that'd be tough,
really?
wouldn't
Yeah,
it?
I think that would be odd.
I bet that's a huge thing. Even just any
Hey,
ex.
Pat, you want to get
But that'd be weird.
Keep it all the same name.
Yeah, so you don't get confused. Well, they're different strokes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah,
Your
done
thoughts,
that.
Tom?
Oh, Pat's done that. You
dated 3 Kims? Is that correct?
Did you marry
4 or
one
5, actually. Yeah.
Did you marry one or two of them?
Married one.
Wasn't that a Johnny Carson thing?
What?
Joanne. Right.
Yeah, like
Joanne and Joanna, and then the last one was Joe, I think. Or
So you don't think you
another
could
Joe?
date somebody with... Huh, that's interesting.
I don't think so.
Dr. Sharon Shavit of
I wish you would.
the University of Illinois.
Hang on, we got to do something else. Go ahead, say her name again.
Dr. Sharon Shavit.
There you go.
It may be pronounced shave it. That was that's insulting.
Oh, that's like Christmas.
University of Illinois. She said that in judging the intensity of a storm, people appear to be applying their beliefs about how men and women behave.
No, you appear to be doing
this. Makes a female named Hurricane, especially one with a very feminine name like Belle or Cindy, seem gentler and less violent.
She offers zero proof.
No, that's not correct.
She uses the term seems.
They examined 6 decades of hurricane death rates according to gender. The 47 most damaging hurricanes
What do you mean? More men died during hurricanes
What?
than women?
No.
What are you saying? What the hell are you trying to sell over there,
they're
pal?
stubborn. They wouldn't leave.
No, it's just people aren't evacuating or following instructions, it would appear, when the hurricane has a softer sounding name. As I said, they should give them threatening names. You know what I mean?
Yes.
What do you mean? Do you know what I mean? Yes, I know what you mean. I just don't agree with it.
What would be a threatening name for you?
Me?
Yeah, if you want to name a hurricane to scare people.
Agatha.
Agatha.
Yeah. That's pretty good.
Hagatha or Agatha?
Agatha sounds naggy and yeah.
Agatha.
Yeah, let's get out of here before Agatha shows up.
Hurricane Agatha.
But I mean, obviously, Hurricane Pol Pot, pretty scary. Hurricane Stalin.
What about Hurricane Hitler?
Sure, that'd be terrifying.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, as opposed to.
What do you think would happen if they put out the hurricane list coming up for. 24 is already out, so 25. And Hitler's on the list.
Right.
Do you have any idea?
I think that would be positive reactions?
Yeah, you think that people go, at last, something we can get behind.
No.
You know, there's no way of knowing how big or how devastating a hurricane is going to be. They can't tell that. For starters, with your little crackpot theory over there.
It's not my theory. It's Dr. Chevette.
I hate Dr. Chevette.
I do too.
She's a very wise woman.
I hated that car too.
I grew up with a Chevette.
Did you?
Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
No kidding.
Seemed to get us around okay.
Is that all right? All four boys and your mom and dad?
And you know what happened when the Chevette crapped out?
The Chevette wagon?
You go.
Whoa.
All four boys in the back of you go.
A lot of punching going on back there, huh? Oh, boy.
Somebody was sitting on a lap.
Oh, dude, we were small when we were
yeah,
when they
but
had
still.
that. But yeah, it was.
How many years between you guys?
5 and then 2 and 2.
Okay. Well, that's yeah.
Yeah, we were all similar size.
Yeah.
So what are you going to run away from? Hurricane Taffy or Hurricane Derek?
I'm going to run away from Hurricane Category 4. That's what you need to listen to.
Just saying, this is a scientific study.
I think Hurricane Tom would be rough.
Okay, all right, let's just move forward.
Oh, okay, now we're moving.
Yeah, now we're moving forward.
You've insulted him.
Friendly hurricane.
You draw us in and we try, and then they shut us down.
An Italian court has sided with the woman in a case.
Wait a minute, what's this? This is going to be funny. An Italian court. Go ahead.
An Italian court
ordered pizza for everyone.
Well, no.
Right? Am I close?
They sided with a woman in a case to evict her 2 middle-aged sons. According to The Guardian, the 75-year-old woman from Pavia had grown tired of looking after her 40 and 42-year-old sons.
I am so tired.
And tried to convince them to move out.
They're too lazy.
This is a big thing in Italy. Italy has the most adults living with their moms.
And they have a really high unemployment rate. Local media reports, despite having jobs, neither son contributed to the household expenses or chores.
I do nothing.
So the woman took her sons to court.
Hey, Mom, we need some meatloaf in here.
With a judge ultimately issuing an eviction order against the men, and they have until December 18th to move their asses out.
These guys have to grow up. I guess their pediatrician wouldn't see him anymore. No, come on.
Yes, it is.
You're 6'1" now.
We've got a response to your crackpot theory about the hurricane names.
Check.
This is from Damien.
Of course.
Oh, no kidding.
In Davenport. Damien in Davenport.
Sorry, Damien.
Screw you, it says. Right there.
That's regarding, I believe, us saying
about dating.
The tough name.
Dating a Damien?
Yeah.
Dating a Damien would be tough.
Well, that would get out of the...
I think it's a cool name, but it has to creep some people out.
It is a cool name. And if you haven't seen The Omen, it wouldn't matter.
Snap. Damian Lillard, Dame Lillard. That's what they call him. Dame.
Okay.
So with the Bucks now? Yeah.
Now, tomorrow Halloween, of course.
Yes.
And
are we going to come? Are we supposed to come in costume?
Shut up.
I think everyone voted it down.
Thank you.
Can't we have photoshopped of us in costumes and just say, yeah, we did this yesterday after the show?
Oh, look. They're the Beatles or whatever.
Yeah, spent 4 hours in makeup.
Speaking of the Beatles.
Oh, boy.
The new song's coming out. I can't believe it.
It's coming up on, I believe, Thursday, right, Pat?
Why don't they just put something into AI with all the Beatles qualities and spit out a song and just put an album out? And
this is, they've taken, an old sort of demo on a cassette that John Lennon did. And they weren't able to fix it last time they did this. It was mid-'90s when they Free as a Bird but this they used AI to remove the piano. I heard the original.
Who do you think is?
It's going to need some work, but we'll see. I'm looking forward to it. It'll be the last Beatles. Harrison's on it. Ringo and Paul have added some new stuff. They had George had taken a crack at the guitar years ago, so it should be really cool. But we'll find out. We'll find out about it.
Even when faced with the snoring, the fake snoring went on for another 30 seconds.
I'm sorry.
Please learn about.
He has this. I'm going to call it a syndrome, and it might be the Tom syndrome. If he thinks it's interesting to him, then it's interesting to all.
The Beatles have sold an album or two.
I don't think they're that popular.
Maybe a cultural shift they were responsible for.
A cultural shift.
I bet it will be cool. I remember they released an Elvis thing.
They redid Guitar Man.
Well, now you're talking.
Oh, okay.
That was a great version of that.
Every time they end up doing something like this, I end up liking.
What do you mean, Guitar? Elvis's Guitar Man?
The one with
Guitar Man.
You know what's his name?
Ray Stevens?
No,
Reed.
Jerry Reed. Yeah,
Jerry Reed.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good version. Yeah.
There was people wanting to hear a new Jerry Reed Guitar Man.
Yeah, Jerry Reed was
This
an
is crazy
awesome
that the
guitar player.
Beatles in 2023 will chart. You know, it's just interesting.
Yeah, so we'll see. I mean, I heard the demo of it, and I thought, well, this is going to be a long siege here to get this thing fixed up. But we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Find out Friday, right?
Yes, I think Thursday.
And apparently it's filthy. It's just
Is it really?
like True
They have
Life
to
Crew
bleep and edit the whole thing.
Yeah.
So it'll be.
It'd be great if it was a rap.
If Tom just can't stand
Yeah, I don't know what they're trying to do with these.
They have invented rap.
Oh,
apparently.
God.
John Lennon before.
Hey, let's get to our ping pong story before we run out of time. From a study published in the Journal of Applied Physics,
Don't do
science meets ping pong.
That hurts my ears.
Just flat out don't do
Crap. That's every ping pong game you've ever heard. Crap. Okay.
You get the ball.
You get the ball. It's under the refrigerator.
Not the cat again. Scientists have discovered that panels of ping pong balls can make an excellent sound absorber. Using panels with hollow ping pong balls that had small holes punctured in each, researchers were able to significantly reduce low-frequency noise.
Once again, was this something that we needed? And all we have to do, there, Fenster, is come up with something that we some real soundproofing material.
Well,
The egg crates are outdated. Is that what we're hearing?
inexpensive.
It's mushy sponge.
It's a total pain in the ass to have to put a bunch of ping pong balls on the.
Well, I'll see you in the spring, honey. I'm redoing the studio.
You're recycling.
I have to affix 5,000 ping pong balls to my wall.
I had to go to 23 different dicks in order to get these.
Jesus. And then I got to drill a hole in them.
Put your ear up to them. You can hear a frat party going on.
You have to cut them in half, too, don't you?
Oh, so they're that eggshell type?
No.
You just put a little hole in them, apparently.
All right.
Oh.
Okay, study author Robin Sabat said of their findings, quote, ping pong balls present an economical alternative to acoustic insulators.
There you go.
Providing low cost and the potential for recycling.
All right, now there are three things you can do with those. Ping pong, you can play ping pong.
Oskay told me about some stripper he went to see in Mexico that did some trick with ping pong balls.
Boy,
he won't shut up about it.
Just throw him under the bus there.
How'd you like to be a ping pong ball? It's like, well, I'm either going to be a Muppet Eye or inside a stripper in Mexico.
What do you mean I'm going to get launched?
Either way, I'm flying.
Okay, wait, you were asking about Jerry Reed.
No, we weren't.
No, we weren't. I said, who was? Jerry Reed and the Guitar Man I heard and remember fondly.
Jerry Reed, of course.
Why did they redo it?
Christy, you asked me. Jerry Reed was a great guitar player, and of course, he's most famous for his acting roles.
Smokey and the Bandit.
Smokey and the Bandit.
The Snowman.
And
hold on to your ass, Fred.
Mr. Tim Wilson wrote a great song about Mr. Reed. Here it is.
I married a woman that
talk like Jerry Reed. God just didn't bless her with the vocal cords she needs. She looks like Cindy Crawford, but that ain't the way she sounds. When we make love, I keep hearing eastbound and down. I work 60 hours a week, and I bring home my check, and she says, son, you got to take me out somewhere and throw some groceries down my neck. So I took her to a fancy restaurant. She looked down her nose and said, now why don't we stop at a Choke and Puke for some grilled cheese sandwiches? I married a woman that talked like Jerry Reed. Ought to be on the cover of Playboy, cause that body's guaranteed. She talks just like that guitar man that crawled out of the swamp. That Louisiana law won't save you, son, when I knock you in the head with a stump. She thinks my name is Amos when she ain't calling me son. Amos, son, I'm under stress. Let's go somewhere that's fun. So I flew her to Europe, and I spent $10,000. She told me I'd have had more fun thumbing a ride on an overloaded poultry truck.
Oh, yeah.
Love song.
A little tribute to the great Jerry Reed.
So good.
It just doesn't seem to me to be top of mind. Well, we could solve world peace, world hunger, and we can just get another version of guitar, man. Jerry Reed.
You're asking about...
Why? I need to know now. You're going to have to tell me. I even understand the Beatles damn thing a little bit, but Jerry Reed was fine. He's wonderful.
He's a great guitar player.
There are people...
Just the man's artistry needs to be respected. Right now.
One more version. That's what we
need. We'll see how the Beatles thing is. What do you think, Pat? Have you heard the advanced thing?
No, I just heard the demo, and, it's a weird song.
We'll see.
It's kind of slow.
We'll see. Now, I want to talk about my buddy Steven Singer. He knows what's going on.
He knows. He wasn't talking about Jerry Reed. He's talking about fake and real diamonds.
He's talking about a laboratory-grown diamond. No, thank you very much. The Federal Trade Commission has stepped in. They enforce language used around diamonds. The word
I didn't even know what guitar man you were talking about. I didn't. I thought
bread.
Elvis, bread. Jerry Reed's not even in the top three of my guitar men in my memory.
When we come back, we'll play a couple of bars of Guitar Man.
Shut up.
Where was I? Steven Singer is. You know what he's not doing this week?
What's he not doing, Tom?
Selling guitars. He's selling diamonds, and he doesn't. He's also giving some away. He's giving away these phony baloney lab-grown diamonds. No. The Federal Trade Commission says no. The word diamond must be used when it's used alone as a reference to a real, natural-born, earth-born diamond. It's not about some chemical thing in a factory. Steven Singer Jewelers. He's never sold, will never sell these babies. He'll give them away if you buy a real, natural, earth-born diamond engagement ring right now. See what I'm talking about. Get all the details by going to IHateStevenSinger.com. Bob and Tom Show listeners are too smart to pay for some. You can't get. You can get this thing for free. Find out what I'm talking about. Buy a real earth-born diamond. IHateStevenSinger.com. Lots of other great stuff. Don't forget Thanksgiving is just around the corner. Stick that ring in the mashed potatoes. Wait, we decided that was a bad idea, didn't we? Maybe put the ring around a piece of broccoli. Sparker. Maybe put it in a box. Hand it to her.
The traditional way.
Yeah, here. Don't drink that gravy. Oh, no. Bobby just swallowed your ring. Get the details at IHateStevenSinger.com. Tell Steven that the Bob and Tom Show sent you, if you please. When we come back, we'll play a little bit of it for you. Calm down, chick. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, thanks for listening to the...
Hey, it's Josh, and of course...
Hi, Chick McGee, everybody. Your chance to win a Mini Max Big Green Egg for Bob and Tom and Big Green Egg. Each week, someone will win a Mini Max Big Green Egg.
It's the Bob and Tom Show Pigskin Pick'em, powered by the Big Green Egg.
Go to bobandtom.com/contest on the computer.
Is that where you go? Are we eligible?
Well, my gosh, if we is.
Is it who I think it is?
I think it is.
There you
go. Looks to me like he's wearing a bright orange.
Wait a minute.
Ladies and gentlemen. You can't hear me yet. Put your headphones on, you giant jerk.
Looks to be the one and only
Dick Mango!
Yeah!
Mango!
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Dick Mango.
So good to see you.
Just get in the groove here.
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, we can tell.
Oh, yeah, baby. Well,
look around now. He's looking around.
All right, Tom.
Is this on that tube thing?
It is, yeah.
YouTube, yeah.
YouTube and a KY jelly.
Oh, Dick.
Started with a joke. That's what it's for, buddy. You tell me when to go there, Dukas. Day now, Tommy.
Dukas.
Here we go. I was working in the lab late one night when my eyes beheld an eerie sight. For my monster got up from his slab and rose, and suddenly, to my surprise,
He did the mash.
he did the monster mash.
The monster mash.
It was a graveyard smash.
He did the mash.
It caught on in a flash.
The mash.
He did the monster mash. From my laboratory in the castle east to the master bedroom where the vampires feast. The ghouls all came from their humble abodes to get a jolt from my electrodes.
They did the mash.
They did the monster mash.
The monster mash.
It was a graveyard smash.
They did the mash.
It caught on in a flash.
They did the mash.
They did the monster mash. The zombies were having fun. The party had just begun. The guests included Wolfman, Dracula, and his son. The scene was rocking. We were digging the sounds. Igor on chains, backed by his baying hounds. The coffin bangers were about to arrive with their vocal group, the Crypt Kicker 5. They played the monster mash.
They played the mash.
It was a graveyard smash. It caught on in a flash. They played the monster mash. Out from his coffin, Drac's voice did ring. Seems he was troubled by just one thing. He opened the lid, shook his fist, and said, "Whatever happened to the Transylvania twist?" It's now the monster mash.
The monster mash.
And it's a graveyard smash.
The mash.
It caught on in a flash.
The mash.
It's now the monster mash. Now, everything is cool. Drax is part of the band. And my monster mash is the hit of the land. For you, the living, the mash was meant to. When I get to the door, tell them, Boris sent you. Then you can monster mash.
The monster mash.
And do my graveyard smash.
The monster mash.
You'll catch on in a flash.
Then you can mash.
Do the monster mash. Easy, Chick McGee. You impetuous boy. Sashi, take your hands off that pizza and out of your pants. Crispy Lee, boobs back in the brassiere. And who's the sexy one with the bouffant? Oh, that's Ace. Oh, and there's a lovely lady, too. Make me a frittata, bitch. I must go.
You forgot me again.
Who?
Pat Godwin.
You owe me money. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Dick Mango.
Dick Mango, ladies and gentlemen.
Happy Halloween.
Thank you.
Fantastic.
Lovely
Great.
surprise.
Dr. Duke Tomato and the Power Trio.
You took my breath away from the moment I first saw you. Will you marry me, Dolly? She said yes! She said yes!
It's not a real person.
It's not a real diamond. Real, natural, earthborn diamond. For your real love, from a real jeweler you can trust. Steven Singer Jewelers.
Chicago.
You just got a great Chicago accent.
Well, originally I'm from a little town, Dwight, Illinois. It's a farm town.
Uh-huh.
There's a mental institution and a women's prison there.
Really?
And my parents met Here I am. But yeah, I live in Chicago.
Are you married?
I've been married 10 years.
Oh, how's it going?
Good. I think us guys need good women, don't you? Women keep us in line.
Oh, yeah.
That's why most axe murderers are single. They were married, their wife wouldn't put up with that. Put that axe down. You're not chopping anybody. You have to take the garbage out. Take the ski mask off. It's summer, you idiot.
Jeff Rothband is our guest. Jeff is a fine comedian.
I actually had to do that once.
What?
Be a pallbearer, and that,
Oh, my
that's
God.
heavy.
Yes,
that's a
it's
heavy job.
Yeah, I actually had to go to a funeral, and I was asked to be a pallbearer, and I always a pallbearer.
Never the corpse.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7. Comedy, guests, Bob and Tom exclusives, and it's here on the internet.
Out for that.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. As we roll right along, here's Tom Griswold. Morning, Tom. How are you, buddy?
Oh, good. I'm just doing some homework over here. How's it?
Is that right? Is that right? What are you doing homework on?
Oh, it's a long story. We'll get to it later. Right now, it's time for us to review what's happening on this particular date in history. Day before Halloween.
Almost done with October 2023. Next, the penultimate day, if you will. Mm-hmm. Tom.
Interestingly enough, on this date in 1873, P.T. Barnum's circus, with the phrase, of course, the greatest show on earth, premiered in New York City.
Yeah.
And it's back.
Yes, without animals.
Yeah, the current version of Ringling Brothers Barnum and Bailey Circus is back on tour. And
Ringling Brothers, they were a competitor to Barnum and Bailey.
They merged.
They merged.
But the new version of the circus does not have any animals, not even dogs.
Really?
I kind of like the dogs. I mean, they were always having fun.
You like a dog in a nice tutu?
Oh, well, that's probably the reason they... yeah, never mind. Okay, this is important.
What?
Patented on this date in 1888. Anyone?
What? 1888.
1888.
Could be anything. I'll give you a hint.
A stenographer's pad? I don't know.
The patent holder, you're close.
Fire?
Was a John J. Loud. What did Mr. Loud patent?
Speakers.
Screaming? No, I don't.
The ballpoint pen.
Ah.
Oh.
Nice.
Before it was just...
I thought it was Bic.
Everything was square point before.
I thought it was Emil Bic.
It was a big deal, certainly. But,
it's a big deal.
There you go. Big deal. She said it.
I did.
1938, Josh, what happened? Well, day before Halloween. Day before Halloween, you know this.
Day before Halloween,
I know this.
1938.
I know this. Yeah.
I know.
What is
I know this. I know
Universal releases The Wolfman.
War of the Worlds.
War of the Worlds.
Ah, yeah, sure. Yeah. Big radio broadcast.
Famous.
Yeah.
We're scared.
Orson Welles and the Compass Players? Or who
Mercury.
Mercury Theater, thank you.
Mercury Theater on the air. And they kept announcing that it was a radio play through the entire thing.
Yeah, apparently it wasn't.
People consistently kept missing that announcement. So much so, evidently, people committed suicide. But I don't know if that actually happened or those were just the legend has grown over the years.
A couple of great birthdays. Henry Winkler, the very fine actor.
Hey, don't you mean a birthday? Happy birthday. I bet he's not singing that.
And I'll tell you what, I want to squeeze in something very special here. Happy birthday to our friend Kevin Pollak.
Aw.
Kevin Pollak, the great comedian, podcaster, and more. And I thought we'd play a little bit of Kevin for you.
Kevin Pollak is our guest. This is something that interests me. You do, for example, you do a tremendous Johnny Carson. What are all of your guys going to die off pretty soon? I mean, you've got, is that a concern? Because one of the things about our life now, with all these TV channels out there, there's so little commonality.
Yeah,
you know, we're the classic impressions when we were coming up. You know, it was Edward G. Robinson when we were little kids. We're like, who the hell's that?
Yeah,
and now you've got people in their 30s going, Johnny, who?
Well, that's why I had to bring along Christopher Walken.
There you go.
For the kids who love him. I'm a huffer at heart. I don't know if you saw the Fat Boy Slim video, but I kick it old school.
That's great.
Have you interviewed Christopher Walken?
No.
Okay, well, here's your chance. And keep in mind, all of his thoughts are completely unconnected. So go ahead and ask Christopher Walken anything.
All right, what's your new project, Christopher?
Frankenstein never scared me.
So how long have you been working on the film?
Marsupials do.
And when's its release date?
Because they're fast.
Happy birthday to Kevin Pollak, in his honor, a little bit of Guitar Man for you, please.
And before you go,
Little King.
Yeah, that's Elvis. It's not even Jerry Reed.
No.
You can't even find a copy of Jerry Reed's Guitar Man.
That's the guitar.
What?
Yeah, they remixed it
With Jerry Reed's guitar? Yeah. What?
like that. Oh, that's very nice. Thank you very much. Sorry.
I'm still confused.
And all this to prove the point that the Beatles are releasing a new song on Thursday. What else did we learn today?
You tell us, Slappy.
Nothing over there today in history?
History's
Just things
done?
we learned on the show?
We did the whole thing.
Oh, okay.
Guarantee we did.
Clarification. That's Tom's thing. You know that. That's what he said earlier this morning on the show. He wants you to all remember it. Clarification. We heard boo food for Halloween.
Have you gotten boo food yet?
Have you gotten boo
Type of food one can eat, you see.
I will not own a miniature pony. I don't know when I said that, but I
You said 2 dogs are enough.
I stand by it. Yeah, I can't even imagine trying to take care of a miniature pony. We got lots of emails today about bull semen.
Yeah, we did.
Josh will not eat broccoli.
I thought you were going to say Josh will eat bull
Josh will
semen.
eat broccoli.
I'm sorry. Josh will eat broccoli drenched in ranch dressing.
That's right.
That's exactly right. And I will hide inside my compound tomorrow night when people are trick-or-treating. That's absolutely
nice.
true.
And that's a nice trick-or-treat. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Just got to get a hold of us. Call, fax, mail, or email. Get all the contact information you need at bobandtom.com.